7 o'clock in St. Louis, you are listening to The Morning After, 101 ESPN, and the YouTube channel is The Morning After STL, TMA STL. Tim McKernan, Doug Vaughn, Martin Kilcoyne with you. The program presented to you by Brown and Crouppen from the Stiefel Studios. And we welcome you to participate by calling in, by texting in, and by talking it over in the Michelob Ultra YouTube chat. Great day today for Jackson because today is May 1st, and that means if you do not have an Air Comfort Service text inbox name today and then all through next week, Jackson will be updating text inbox names, Doug, for the people who don't have them. So this is always kind of one of his favorite days.
Oh, yeah, he loves this day. Looks forward to it.
I wish we could push it to next week because I need papers present. I heard a little bit of you boys after that thing ended and it was after and you were on. And papers drops game, which is always great.
Yeah, game recognized game, Hose do too.
Was on fire in the 11 o'clock hour yesterday.
Yeah, nice job, Papers.
And I thought about this. If any of us slaps were in charge and something was said, you'd say, oh, wow, that reminds me of that time. Remember that time Marlo said that? Oh, hold on. Give me a second here. Boy, I wouldn't. You know what? That'd be a great time. I'm going to play this for you real quick, Tip. And the drop would be like 30 seconds later. And this guy just feels it coming.
Stedman-esque was the comparison yesterday, and that is high praise.
Thanks, Martin.
Yeah,
Thanks, fellas.
I was impressed. Honestly, if we tried to do it, we would be fumbling. Oh, wow, that would be a good time for that Mozilla drop. Hold on, stand by. Hey, fellas, here you go. And you'd miss the moment.
Just takes practice.
Okay. Well, you got it down, brother.
Doug, they are unfortunately not happy despite Jackson's drop game on HD2. The streaming isn't on.
No, doggone it.
Yeah. Turn on the streaming lever. That's from Craig O'Neill. I worked with him in Little Rock in 99 and 2000. Guess we're not doing a show today, huh? No. That's from Jugs in D.C. Guys, why is the app not working? That's from Hoosier Daddy. Jackson, what is the issue with these people? Craig O'Neill, Little Rock, Arkansas, wonderful anchor.
Chairman, you just flipped it, right? Yeah, then we're good. It should be good.
Lever has been flipped.
Yeah. It should be fine.
Not according to Plowboy's Dwelling. The app is not working.
Stop it, Dwelling.
At least Josh Bob Bill, this is the way we
he shares a building with Keisha Gray in Tampa.
But very pleasant. He said, just a heads up, streaming is down.
Well, he's a pro.
That's nice.
What happened to the cordial discourse out there? Hey, just a heads up, guys, streaming is down. Instead, it's, hey, idiots.
Yeah, you're on the wrong show for pleasantries.
Now I'm in the Michelob Ultra YouTube chat.
Do your job,
former fan page moderator. Doug says the app isn't working. Then another lady. God, so many ladies listening to the show now. It's amazing. TMA app isn't working, exclamation point. The show is not playing on the app. That's from Rich B. 2 minutes in, and we still haven't talked about the Youngry Birds. That's from Devil's Crotch. He doesn't like that we haven't addressed it in the Lifetime Roofing STL.com lead. I mean, we'll get to it, but I guess we didn't see the Battlehawks in Louisville last night, so Doug's got a decision to make.
Okay.
Plus, Quinn Snyder had a rough one in Atlanta. So all of these things are going on, but Doug, I mean, the lead is the unhappiness of the audience.
Clearly. If one or two guys can't get this on streaming, that's the most important thing going on.
And until someone
flips a lever, I don't think there's going to be a lot of happiness in the St. Louis region proper.
The 101 app works.
Okay.
The TMA app doesn't work. That's from He-Man. He is an app tester.
Oh.
No, he's an app tester.
Well, but this is on the radio. You could get it that way.
But if you live out of town, they're listening today in Anchorage, and maybe they need the app. So, quick experiment from the Angry Mob. Can you try listening on the 101 app just for a second?
Jackson has just left the show.
Yeah,
that is breaking news. I mean, there's a lot going on here. I thought the Battlehawks were the lead.
That was the quickest bullpen call we've ever had.
Jackson has left the program. I guess you finally got him. You'd wanted him since January 2022 in Balloon Party. And it took 4 years and 4 months, but you got him. He has left the program. Doug, what was your favorite memory of Jackson?
I think this one, where he just got a bullpen start. Hit a couple of dials and then left.
Hey, boys, 105.7 HD8 isn't broadcasting either. Doug, that's from the Little Dutch Boy. Remember him?
Yeah, on the
can of paint?
Yeah.
They finally broke him, huh? That's from Hunchback of On Castle. Fire Pale! Too late, he quit.
Gosh.
The Austin Ass Hanky. No. Good riddance. That's from Lady Sonia's teacup.
Man.
Doesn't sound like. Boy, I mean, you go to Louisville and you win. You get the first two segments. If I were in charge. But unfortunately now, with the show not being broadcast on HD2, despite the 100,000 watts of 101 ESPN, that is now the Lifetime Roofing lead. It's lifetimeroofingstl.com. Justin McClendon, everybody.
You're saying the Battlehawks is the lead?
What else would be?
Was the Redbirds.
Okay, have fun with the 636.
Another nice victory. Beat the best pitcher in the National League. 10-5. A series sweep. 4 straight. Heading home to play the Dodgers. This ball club's on fire right now. I don't know how many people saw it coming. Boy, I know I didn't. But they look great. Look great in Pittsburgh. Hitting the ball.
Paul Skeens.
They're
They
like
just
the only
ship Paul Skeens.
Yeah, they're the only team in the league that doesn't have any trouble hitting Skeens. And now they're just 2 out. They're just peeking around the corner, just 2 out.
Couldn't have a better scenario heading into a Dodger weekend.
Yeah, you're right.
Ticket sales are expected to be, the attendance over 30,000. Now you're going to get a little bump. People are excited.
Pumps and a bump. MC Hammer, remember that?
I don't remember that.
Chances, percentages back in February, sitting there doing the show, eating donuts, that this team would be 5 over heading into May. Really low percentage.
5 over heading into May. I would have given that 4%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say 2-3%.
Jackson did not quit the show. He is back.
Welcome back, Jax. We missed you. While you were gone, we kind of said we didn't give a rip, but welcome back.
I heard.
He would like to issue a statement to the Morning After listening audience here on 101 ESPN and the 101 ESPN app, maybe not on the TMA STL app. Jackson, good morning.
So I just ran to the old TMA studio, which the board we use in their simulcast. This program sounded like it was working. Then I tested on my phone. It was working. So should be all good.
So these people are all liars, you're saying?
Well, if they're like, check now, close your app, fire it back up.
Was there
see
an
if it's
issue
working
we
now.
deciphered?
Maybe there was one of the things being in, it's a technical way of describing it, but
I wouldn't understand him.
well, there's certain programs you got to hit to go through it. I think one of them was off. Not sure. Either way, it's nobody's fault. I don't know how it got changed.
Gene Hackman.
Either way, it's working now.
Boy, I hope so. You'd hate to see a bunch of pink slips handed out.
Yeah,
Why don't you just say you're going to take some time away for counseling?
not a
And
bad
then everything's
idea.
fine now. We're moving on to 7-1. What else, folks? We're moving on. I've addressed it.
Okay.
That's the last time I'll address it.
Nice.
We really want to just focus on the show. My family supports me, and that's what's most important.
Nice.
Martin speaks for me. He's my counsel.
All right.
Now you're going into the Air Comfort Service text inbox to update the names.
Oh, yeah. Damn.
Doug, that was a reminder that didn't seem to be welcomed.
Well, you know.
Well,
what
like
you
how
gotta
many
do.
names you figure you'll have to change?
A handful.
Okay.
What if May 1st fell on a Wednesday? What would we do? Would we do 8 days?
Yeah,
Or you just go to the following Wednesday?
I would do 5 full shows.
Okay. And so are they getting 6 out of this one? Or
Yeah, I can give them
Bonus,
Look at
bonus
that.
month.
Bonus, Doug. Yeah, it's because of the maypole. Where are you going
for
to watch
sure.
the maypole today?
It seems like most of the people who text in have a name now. There's not a whole lot of just phone numbers anymore. There's a few,
Yeah.
but it looks like the great majority have names, so maybe you won't have to do much.
The occasional non-named texter will be the one like, you guys never talk sports. What about the Blues' 4th line, idiots? Okay.
I think we've smoked them out at this point.
Yeah, they're
18 months is about enough. 314-399-9646. That's where you can express your disgust. You can also call in at 314-974-0101. Callier and Thompson. Phone lines, Michelob Ultra, YouTube chat. 185 friends have already gathered in there, including Katie Warnicki, Doug.
Okay.
She's in there. That's just another lady listening to this program.
All right, that's what, 2?
I
3?
kind of feel like at this point we have more female listeners than Delilah. What do you think on that? I wonder what the Nielsen numbers show.
Is she still out there?
Jackson Delilah, still out there?
Who's Delilah?
Delilah.
Hey there, Delilah.
She had
By
a
the Plain White
national
Tees.
Plain
show
White
prep.
Tees, 2007, is that right?
The
What's it like in New
syndicated
York City?
call-in show. Played some music. Was it always kind of a love story?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
It was like a lot of long-distance
She'd be
romances.
fun. Let's see. Delilah.
So clearly whoever was in the city sending a message to Delilah was getting cheated on and this was like their last-ditched effort.
She's still going.
Yes!
Is she really?
Yeah.
She purchased her own radio station in her hometown of Reedsport, Oregon, which carries her syndicated show.
That's one way to get your show. Timmy, we'll just buy the station.
Well, we
Well-
talked about it.
She then
It was one of the greatest bullets ever dodged.
She then returned the license for that station in May of last year, citing the station's lack of commercial success.
Well, at least that part's honest. You can participate, text in, call in, talk it over with other TMA listeners in the Michelob Ultra YouTube chat. I apologize. I was ready to talk about the win in Louisville, but Doug wants to talk about the Cardinals and the Pirates.
Yeah. J.J. Weatherholt seems to be getting better by the day. Opened the game with a home run against Steens, and Walker got one too. Just really impressive how they're hitting the ball now. Because the one thing we thought, well, there were several problems we thought the team might have, but scoring runs we thought was going to be an issue, but it hadn't been lately. It's really been impressive how they're hitting the ball right now.
First time Skeens has given up 2 home runs in 1 inning. That happened yesterday. If you're watching that game, and we were in the midst of doing after the morning after at the time, but we got notifications from the listeners, home run, because Jackson Burkett gave you that play yesterday.
I remember another play where you had one on Reynolds hitting a home run and he hit one off the top of the wall.
I had no idea that had happened. I was on the Weatherholt home run and the over. The over was at 7. And the weather conditions in Pittsburgh were optimal for some power numbers per my guy, Doug. His name's Kevin Roth.
Kevin Roth.
That's a recommended subscription. It's $16 a month. But if you handle it properly, you'll experience return on said $16. And so usually, I'm on the unders on these getaway day games. But the number at 7 and the conditions optimal, we went over. And then the Brian Reynolds home run, it was a $5 wager. We had a cash call, I'll be honest.
Oh, sure.
$5 wager that would have paid $590.
Oh.
So we're doing after the morning after. Then I have a lunch with a client. The Stratum Structural Systems fellas?
Sure.
Matt Ford, Brett Groman, wonderful gentlemen. We had lunch yesterday, hanging out. So I'm not watching the game. Get home, watching the YouTube highlights with my kids, and I see at that moment that Brian Reynolds hit the ball off the top of the wall, and I was a mere, what do you think, 18 inches away from $590 in that account, and at that point I was going to go to Sizzler. But alas, it went off the top of the wall.
Right.
And then he had another double down the left field line. Jackson just bet on the Weatherholt home run, and he went to Sizzler right away. I parlayed it, and maybe that's why the Tam Avenue Capital Partners might have to liquidate some assets.
Where is there a Sizzler around here? Why is everyone lining up to go?
Well, how about a baked potato, Doug? You just load that thing up.
I don't mind
That's the
that.
best part of that Sizzler
There's a Sizzler in
Ponderosa
Huntley, right?
vibe.
Sizzler and Huntley?
No, I don't think
Put some
so.
bacon on there, Doug, on that potato.
Unfortunately, they're almost all located in California and the western U.S.
That surprises me.
Bonanza,
Felt
are they
like
gone
Alabama was in play.
too? Bonanza used to be a wonderful steakhouse.
Bonanza?
That's right.
Did they sit much like Ponderosa, Doug, where it was like prison seating, just a giant slab of
I think so.
a bench, and
Yeah.
you'd sit next to like a family?
Yeah.
Bonanza got bought out by Ponderosa.
Ooh.
But there's one in
Monopoly.
Arnold.
Is there?
A Ponderosa, yeah.
Oh, they have a killer buffet. Let's see. What are you doing later, babes?
That could be a remote.
Yeah.
On the way to the Dotem. We'll
How do you
stop
want your
off.
gristle?
I haven't been to a good buffet in a while. Is it
good,
a
buddy.
steak buffet?
I think so.
I think you get the steak, and then there's all the sides.
Accoutrement?
What do you call them? Fixins?
Yeah. Ooh,
Where's that in?
Any fix.
Under Arnold?
Oh, we got sidetracked so quickly on the Reynolds home run, almost.
I think it's at Jeffco and Richardson. That was where I went for birthday dinners growing up. I should have
really?
said that out loud, but yeah.
Ponderosa?
Let's do it.
Tim, can I just Venmo you the amount of your bet and what you would have won? That's from MD 2020.
nice.
That's $595. That's at Tim-McKernan. So I haven't gotten it yet, though, so maybe we could move a little quicker there, MD 2020.
But you do anticipate people stepping up and paying you anyway.
Well, I just call it
because you
doing
had
the
your-
right thing. Remember
Okay.
that Spike Lee joint? Was that Danny Aiello in there?
I don't know. I wish I could help.
By the way, Papers, the Ponderosa is now the Wesley Rogers Steak and Buffet
Oh,
in
that way.
Arnold. It's no longer a Ponderosa.
Come and
Fast
get
go
your
to
gristle.
Golden Corral now, Doug. That's from the D-Gen from Jeffco.
I pass a Golden Corral every now and then, and it's always packed in there. Parking lot's full anyway.
Your guy Ty Hill owned a bunch of Golden Corrals.
Is that right?
Yes, as random as that is.
Is your favorite first-round pick of the Rams?
It didn't make a lot of sense to me.
Doug, I used to bang out a nice head waitress from Shoney's. That's from the recovering alcoholic from Belleville and Webster Grove.
How many
big
pan
boy.
coins you got, bitch?
Let's see what we got. The Arnold Ponderosa is a Wesley Rogers now. R.I.P. Pondo. That's from the D-Gen from Jeffco.
Okay.
Licks, we are all waiting for your spin on the failure of Live Golf. That's from the Orson Woods Wacko. He wants to hear Mr. Licks' statement regarding Live Golf. Mr. Licks, if you'd like to issue your statement, 314-974-0101. But while we wait for that, we will enjoy Ali Marmol talking about the Cardinals sweeping the Pirates.
4 in a row on the road is not easy. So these guys did a really nice job of coming out. You never want to ask for schemes, but at the same time, I think it brought out the best in everyone in a day game, knowing that you win the first 3, you can come out and kind of lock in against their best and see what you can do. And the guys, I mean, with JJ starting off the game the way he did, it just lit a fire on everybody. So it was a really good series.
I think what he's saying, you had the series in the bag, Doug, which you always focus on.
No, I don't.
And now you're facing, it's the best time to be facing him. Just kind of go all out. Pressure's down a little bit because you won the first 3. And then they played a lineup that was representative. Didn't kind of give it the old getaway game. It was a long game, too. Was not one of those efficient start the plane, load up the bus.
And look what happens when you play the right lineup on a getaway day. Sometimes
Quietly, this
score 10 runs.
Gordon Graceffa has actually become reliable. It kind of quietly, I looked up because when he comes in, I'm always like, He's had 13 appearances this year. He's only given up 2 earned runs.
Yeah,
And I don't think we ever notice him because the bullpen needs a few more reliable pieces. He picked up the win. His ERA is right around 1. Weatherholt 6 for 16 in his return home, Doug.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
What would you say if you interviewed him? Just say indeed, indeed?
Who's big for you?
Yeah.
I would say talk about how it feels to come home and have a great series.
Well, yeah, I talked about that the other day. Yeah, but talk about it some more.
Tell me what you saw from Skeens.
Would you say this was a great homecoming and that it was just a lot of fun to get these hits and home runs off Skeens while your fans and friends were all here?
What does it say about this team to come in here and get a sweep against the Pirates?
What's next in your bag of tricks?
It's quite an industry,
Yeah.
and for all of those parents out there who are wondering whether to send their children to Syracuse, Northwestern, Missouri, Arizona State is now a hotbed of journalistic
Is it?
activity.
What's that one called?
Cronkite.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh, that's big.
Just it's important to get into the right journalism school so
I
you
wish
can learn the craft. For those of you pursuing medical school or law school or maybe an MBA,
Right.
think
Give
about
it up.
the rewards that you would get by saying, talk about that at bat.
God, I wish I had the audio. Marshall Falk, who could be a little testy.
He and Rob Desir got along.
He had some issues with a lot of folks. Rob was at the top of it was kind of Marshall's Mount Rushmore of contentious media relationships. But often on Wednesday, open locker room, Rams Park, somebody'd stick a mic and they'd talk about Atlanta. He'd say, you talk about Atlanta. In other words,
You talk about Atlanta.
what's the question?
Doug, Arizona State is sponsored by Red Bull and Trojan. That's from Scott Stapp from Creed. He is in the Michelob Ultra YouTube chat. We ought to get him on since he's
Okay.
listening to the show. It'd be fun to have him call in.
The journalism school is sponsored?
I didn't know that.
Well, I guess these colleges are really struggling all over the country.
How about this, Jackson? Lisa, who's a gem. Morning, guys. Happy Friday. That's from Lisa. She's got to be feeling it now with these redbirds soaring.
Yeah, I think the whole town's got a little pep in their step.
Yes.
Thanks.
Doug, it's a beautiful Friday morning. The Los Angeles Dodgers are here. It's not going to be super warm, but hey, the Dodgers are here. The Cardinals are hot, and it's a chance to get a little peek at the NLCS in advance.
I'm going to go to the game. I'll put on a little warm coat, but, as a meat and potatoes guy, I'll be way out in the bleachers. Yes. It's the best I can do.
I'm going on Sunsbin.
Are you?
Taking the family on Sunsbin.
Okay.
Yep. Papers, you going?
No plans to. Maybe Saturday night.
Because of the Celtics Sixers?
No, certainly not. But although I am looking forward to seeing Game 7 with that. But no, just no plans to at the moment.
But
Martin?
what if Dan Jansen calls and invites
No.
you? That's different.
Well, yeah. Well, you got to, take it as it comes.
What time's that Tatum game? He says he's playing, by the way. A lot of people thought he was injured last night. He says he's fine. What time is that, a night game on Saturday? I could probably look it up.
Believe
It's got to
so.
be a night game.
Yeah, 100% it's going to be a night game.
Look at all these Jeffco fats coming out from their holes when you talk about below-average steakhouses. It's from the Prince of Glendale, and he did not like to talk about Sizzler, Ponderosa, Bonanza, or Wesley Rogers, and especially Golden Corral, where people say Mr. Licks does the dishes.
Well, I'm just glad somebody does.
What was the ranking, though? Ponderosa was kind of the leader, but then Bonanza came along. I feel like Sizzler was the fanciest of the bunch. Does that sound
Outback
right?
Steakhouse got a good salad.
Oh, yeah,
that? There's another one.
that's a little higher level there. I'm not sure I ever went to a Sizzler.
Which is the one where you can throw peanut shells on the ground?
Ground round back in the day,
Yeah.
Very nice.
which kind of gave way to Jacks Are Better, I think. Let's talk about it.
Hey, Tim, where is Friday night is pizza night today? Thanks. That's from Big Tuft. Wow, great question. Doug, what about you? You're going to the game.
Yeah.
So you're going to have pizza at the game?
No, I'll eat before I go to the game.
Maybe I'll do that Uncle Leo's. I feel like Uncle Leo's might be live.
Is that right?
Get some
And that's the
Fungo's
fungo
wings.
sauce?
Fungo's wings. And then that pizza, which I believe, Starter Packs, best Instagram account next to Ella Reese, is ranked as the, well, it's not as rankings, it's the vote. Best pizza in St. Louis the last 3 years, I think. Those Miners boys, Doug.
They know what they're doing, for
Better
sure.
believe it. The Filoni's family pizza.
So Fungo fixes tournaments and prints out.
Doug, distance yourself now.
No, because I agree with it.
I heard he was at the trophy shop yesterday getting next year's trophies already, picking them up.
Having them engraved.
Yes, with St. Gabe's as the champion.
Unbelievable.
But when he's not doing
Have fun.
that,
I'd hire defense counsel now.
when he's not doing that, he makes wing sauce.
He does. And like he sneaks away to do it so nobody knows the ingredients. Yep. You can get those wings out there at that Uncle Leo's. I think that's, to answer your question, Big Tough, I'm thinking Uncle Leo's.
Is that market price for those pizzas, or do they list the price? They list
Market
the
price. It's market price.
Okay.
Texas Roadhouse is where you can throw the peanuts on the ground. Come on. Some Tommy Two Guns.
I was there. I had a great experience. A lot of yeehaw. It's quite lively.
I
Neighbors, you want to go to the Roadhouse?
Yeah, sounds good.
I called Uncle Leo's once to put in an order to come pick up. As soon as I dialed it, and they picked up the phone and said, "What do you want, Doug?" I wasn't prepared for that. So how do you know it's me?
That's the
So we got your
power.
number
So
in
you
the
can sit
in
there
the-
and go, I don't know if doing local television was worth it, but when you have that kind of pull,
Well, it wasn't Pulse because I know the family.
Oh.
And I guess my number just happened to be in their contact list, maybe.
because you were a television superstar.
Well, I was going to let you say it.
The same fats that keep these chain food troughs in business also keep cruise ships going, too. That's Sharon Clayton letting everybody know she has decided to get after it this morning.
Now, I've been on a really nice cruise, and the food was fantastic. Was it a trough? Not really. I don't really go to the discount steakhouses. So I can't really comment on that. I haven't been there in a long time.
Somebody from Glendale? Glendale is making fun of someone else? How about a little self-awareness? That's from Cottleville's own overbearing sports dad. Doug, he used to be known as Heim Bloom Spreadsheet. Then he got sideways with Carlos Spicy Waiter, and now he's DBA overbearing sports dad, and he is pro-Cottleville,
Okay.
anti-Glendale.
So if you live in Glendale, you've got nothing to brag about? Is that what he's saying?
Whoa, that's where I grew up. Mean streets of Glendale. Right there, sandwiched in between Kirkwood and Webster.
No.
Whose side are you on? The statesmen or the pioneers? Doug, when I was a kid, if you had the wrong polo on, you get your ass kicked. So I'm
Really?
to the mean streets of Glendale, Berry Road, the great dividing line.
Oh, yeah. That's a tough neighborhood.
Sharon's hot take is ironic considering she's a Muser's Pub 6.
What is Muser's Pub?
Muser's Pub is caddy corner to Pizza Go-Go. Cash only, by the way.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Muser's 6.
I'm a solid St. Louis 9.
How about that from Charlie Marlowe?
Wait, and a Muser's 6.
Glendale has a lot more history than your candy-ass municipality. That's from Andy Pants.
There we go.
Maybe a Glendale resident not happy with the overbearing sports stat. Doug, the Cardinals are playing the Dodgers tonight. The Battlehawks went into Louisville. They got the win. The Doggies have the Houston Dynamo coming up in this U.S. Open Cup, the Lamar Hunt to you. And yet now we have people at each other's throats, despite the happiness that should be surging through the area. It's May 1st, beautiful weather. The Dodgers are in town. Shohei Ohtani's in town.
Everything's coming up roses.
I'm telling you. And yet we have
Still
Glendale
upset.
and Cottleville war now. So Glendale probably is going to join with Webster Groves.
I don't know if they'd go Webster or with Kirkwood.
That's the problem there.
Kirkwood's bigger, so they probably want to latch on to Kirkwood.
Depends what side of Berry Road you're, Doug. I'm trying to explain this. Depends on what side of Berry Road you're
If you're on the east side, you're Webster.
Yeah. I think Chuck Marley, he's over there. He's on the Kirkwood side.
Yes, he is.
Cousin John, Kirkwood side.
Cottleville? LOL. Not even going to waste a comeback. That's from the Prince of Glendale. Sounds like he has not engaged. Where is Battlehawk Talk, Dog? They could be tied for first after this weekend.
Okay.
That was a big win last night. It's from Mr. Bojangles.
16-3 over the Kings. I was going to go get a box score, but they don't have one. ESPN didn't think enough to put a box score. Have
Hey,
any
they
kind
say,
of,
here's the score.
that's
What more
it.
you want?
Yeah.
16, a good defensive battle, Doug. 6 sacks for your Battlehawks. They're 4-2, and now they're coming home. 3 of the last 4, Doug,
Yeah.
at the Dome.
3 of the last 4. We're already down to the last few games of the season.
That is correct. 10-game season, 4 to go, 3 at home, including next Friday. Oh, that's right, Martin. It's on Fox 2 next Friday. But we want you in the stands.
6 sacks. That's from Adman the
Thank
Madman.
you, see?
And what, you have any idea what the average attendance has been when they play here? Is it still really
I
good?
think it's been mid-20s-ish. Not as robust as it was, but decent.
Well, maybe we'll get better
They
here.
kicked off Derby weekend, Doug, with a little UFO football Thursday night.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Gardettos in Cottleville collect USA flags made in China to strap all over their recalled Tahoes. That's from Doug's prison wallet. These Tahoes have been recalled in Cottleville?
I don't know, but the Gardettos thing, I remember someone saying, and I didn't think it was fair at the time, but I did giggle, that Gardettos is the Cottleville caviar,
That's correct.
and I didn't think that was very nice.
But you left.
Big time.
I don't think I know what Gardettos is.
It's a Chex Mix
God.
adjacent.
Chex
snack.
Mix adjacent.
It's like
snack.
It's like it's a snack mix. It's like
Okay.
But
Chex
usually a little garlicky, very salty.
Okay.
You start eating them, Doug, and then you feel like you could drink 10 Busch Lights. That's what
Right.
happens.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Yeah,
a-
it is a little Pavlov's dog. Just arose, ready to gamble the $800 I have in my savings so my wife can get a good dinner from the food trucks at Frankie Martin's. That's from the St. Charles County bookmaker.
That's right there in Cottleville, or Cottleville adjacent.
So this bookmaker wants to. He has $800 in his savings. Don't appreciate the humble brag, but that's fine. And is going to wager it on, I guess, whatever play we make. And that is so his wife can get a good meal at the food trucks at Frankie Martin's. Well, I guess we got to take our picks here today particularly serious.
Well, couldn't he just hand her a bag of Gardettos? Call it even?
And not dip into the savings?
Well, I wouldn't. At 800, I think you might want to save a little bit more, but that's just me. I think a couple thousand would set you up for life.
All right. St. Charles County bookmaker, go with the Gardettos. That's our official counsel. The Dodgers are significant favors tonight, however. Favorites tonight in St. Louis. Cardinals dodge the big boys, though, in the rotation. How about that? No Ohtani pitching on Sunday. Is that Doug Justin Robelski?
It's close enough.
And then you got, is it Roki Sasaki?
Saturday night
Again,
against
close enough.
McGreevy.
Nope. Emmett Sheehan. Now, he can deal. So he's the best of the three, but he's going tonight, Libertor, Sasaki, McGreevy, and then Dustin May against his former squad on Sunday.
Feels like Emmett Sheehan should be headlining at McGurk's tonight instead of
Oh, I do like
pitching
that.
for the Dodgers.
Do you like that?
Take 2 out of 3, Doug. Then all of a sudden we're talking.
Yeah, and he got Milwaukee after that.
Then we're talking.
Then San Diego. The schedule's going to be tough here for another week and a half, 2 weeks.
Would you say your lineup change worked out pretty well for you tonight?
Well, it's nice to be back home. We got a quality question to start this thing off.
That was a good one. That was a good one. That was journalism there. That was a little piece of journalism.
The average salary in Glendale is approximately $73,000. The median household income in Cottleville was reported to be $109,000. Rent my out building Glendale and Webster. Doug, rent my out building Glendale and Webster. That's from the 636.
You're not in St. Louis. Congratulations.
Joe.
I would guess higher than that in Glendale. The average salary is 73 in Glendale. I would guess, well,
I don't think that's accurate.
I wouldn't either.
What about rent my outbuilding, Glendale?
That's
and Webster?
accurate.
Okay.
But he was awfully specific, so perhaps he got these figures somewhere.
Cardinals are plus 144 tonight, so if you are feeling it and you put $100 down on the Cardinals, you will be handsomely rewarded with $144. So if you are thinking about getting your wife to the food trucks at Frankie Martin's, just be cognizant of that. The total tonight is 8.5. So there it is, Doug.
Okay. Cottleville is full of polos and Dixie cups that think they're rich. That's from Al Formicola's burner.
Polos and Dixie cups?
Yeah, I guess.
The Battlehawks average 30,000 fans, Marty. That's from Berg the Blob, and he's not happy with your attendance figures.
Okay. Somewhere in that 25, 28,000 range. Okay, 30, whatever. Sure.
As a man from O'Fallon / Cottleville, we are fighting a losing battle. Last time I checked, Tim does not live out there. That's from Daddy Likey.
That's all that matters.
Guys, they probably looked up Glendale, Arizona. Arizona is a poverty state. That's from the amateur proctologist.
Huh.
I would think Arizona as a state, you got a wide delta there. You got a wide
Oh,
delta.
yeah.
You got some cash money for certain,
Oh,
huh?
yeah.
Got some cash money for certain, huh?
And then you get to the outpost there. I lived in Flagstaff for almost a year. You drive it just looks like you're in the middle of nowhere. Pull off, and there'll just be a little town, Doug, selling some sopapillas on the side of the road.
What is that? What's they selling? What's
Kind of
it?
the Native Americans will sell. Am I calling it?
Sopapilla. Oh, it's delicious.
What is it?
It's
A little
similar to a
homemade bread,
donut.
but then they put a little honey on it.
It's like a fried dough, but it's hollow in the middle, and you put honey in there. If you go to the Southwest Diner on the south side there, they you can get sopapilla on the side of your dish, and it's fantastic. Big sopapilla guy.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Are you a big Sopapilla guy? Call in 314-974-0101 Callier and Thompson phone lines. 7 o'clock hour is brought to you by Healthcare Evolution here on the Morning After 101 ESPN and the TMA STL YouTube channel. If you want real answers to an injury and same-day pain relief, you can get it day of by going to healthcare-evolution.com. Healthcare Evolution delivers real answers and same-day pain relief for most of your medical issues. No waiting on appointments, no waiting on answers, no insurance hassles. Healthcare Evolution will give you real answers and same-day pain relief on the spot. Get rid of those nagging injuries. Are you trying to avoid surgery? Healthcare Evolution is an option before going to surgery. And for the month of May only, TMA listeners get a 10% discount on any knee issues. If you have knee pain from sore tendons, like jumper's knee, pain inside the knee, worn out knee joints from arthritis, or torn knee cartilage, Healthcare Evolution can get you back in the game. In simpler terms, if your knee hurts, swells, or is hard to move, see who I see for my shoulder issue, Healthcare Evolution. Go to healthcare-evolution.com and see firsthand the same benefits I've experienced from Healthcare Evolution. And don't forget, TMA listeners get 10% off all knee issues in the month of May. It's healthcare-evolution.com. Tim McKernan, Doug Vaughn, Martin Kilcoyne with you on the program. Jackson Burkett on the ones and twos. Chairman Kurt prepared to take your phone calls on the Callier and Thompson phone lines. Watch the show and talk it over with other TMA listeners on the TMA STL YouTube channel. This is The Morning After, presented by Brown and Crouppen on 101 ESPN.
chase is on. The chase is on. It's 2013. Let's get that 12th ring. Come on, get rowdy, get loud. Let's hear you scream. Let's hear you shout, get loud. Let's hear you scream. Come on, get rowdy, get loud. Let's hear you scream. Let's hear you shout, get loud. Let's hear you scream. Yeah, 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 yeah. Come on, get rowdy, get loud. Let's hear you scream. Yeah, 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 yeah. This is our time. This is our time. Let's get that 12th ring. We are the Cardinals.
Hard not to be fired up now, huh?
Yeah, it really is. This is as good as music gets, that song right there. Very sophisticated. Just wonderful.
Well, 2013, of course, the Cardinals met the Dodgers in the NLCS, and we get a little preview tonight when the Dodgers come a-calling for the buzzsaw that is the 2026 St. Louis Cardinals. Hello again, everybody, and what a pleasant surprise we have in St. Louis.
Yeah. And you think this is a preview of the National League Championship Series?
If the Dodgers can get there.
Yeah. Because the Cardinals seem like a cinch. It's not even much of a question anymore whether they're going to be in.
Just a matter of, is it going to be maybe a little Cardinals-Cubs NLCS? Oh, what a treat that would be.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Do we have an updated playoff percentage, Tim? Because the other day it was, what?
If you put $100 on the Cardinals to make the playoffs, Martin, I believe you would be rewarded with $430 should they make the playoffs. So let me dig in here and see if I can get you some information. Doug, you got any requests?
While you're there?
No, sure.
How about the Mets' possibility of turning it around?
Well, if you put $100 on the Cardinals to win the World
21.
Series, you're going to get $12,500 on November 14th when the World Series is over.
Well.
Only 5 teams have longer odds than the Cardinals to win the World Series, so I wonder if Ali Marmol will use that as bulletin board material.
5 in the National League or all
5
in
in all of baseball.
Really?
You put $100 on the Dodgers to win the World Series, and on November 14th, you'll get $180.
That's not worth it.
Okay. And that is all that is available on my MLB futures at this moment.
All right.
So I apologize to the audience. I wanted to give that information.
Yeah, show prep would have been nice.
Oh, hold on a second.
Oh, okay.
Martin, you want playoff chances?
Well, if they have percentage, I love a good percentage. Are they a 4% to make the play? You know how the Blues, Doug, you have your index, and then there's a percentage whether they're going to get in.
Well, we can calculate the playoffs based off the odds. They are plus 370 to make the playoffs. Plus 370. For the record, only 6 teams in baseball have longer odds than the Cardinals to make the playoffs. Disrespect.
It is. Yeah, I would give them a better chance than that right now. I would have given them, as we said earlier, I would have given them about a 2% chance at the start of the year. But now, the way they're playing, it's got to be up to 15% or so.
Plus 280 for the New York Mets, who finished the season, or excuse me, the month of April, 10-21, which was worse than the 62 Mets, for the record. Chairman Kurt has pulled some numbers. Cardinals are 19.8 to make the Yoffs, 0.4% to win the World Series. That's according to Fangraphs. That is the lowest percentage of any team in the National League Central.
But 90% to make it, wow.
Yeah. Jugs in D.C., who monitors numbers, usually regarding Atlantic 10 basketball, but he also specializes in National League playoff futures and says they were plus 900 to make the playoffs on April 16th. Daddy likey. Sounds like he put a little taste on that.
Yeah.
And none of us are predicting that, but it's just kind of fun to be able to at least talk about it. Libator tonight. Let's see what we got here. Libator, 3 of the last 4 starts, 4 earned runs or more. Last one was real brief last Saturday. That was the game that went crazy with the Mariners. Gave up all the home runs. Need Libator. If this team is going to continue to be decent, he's got to be better.
As of right now, the Cardinals are in the playoffs. They're one of the wild card teams.
Who's they playing?
Last one.
Best of 3? Got a best of 3 coming?
It could be, yeah.
Nice.
I mean,
awesome.
Certainly take that, wouldn't you?
It's nice.
Yeah. So they're in. I don't know that there's going to be enough time left in the season for anyone to catch them.
I agree with you.
So clear the calendars.
Walker finally got over the summer 98 curse. Big 2-run home run First time since the song dropped, I believe. So maybe we can move on now. And he's stabilized a little bit. Had a decent series there in Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Had 2 hits, 3 RBIs yesterday.
5 for 17 in the series. Weatherholt 6 for 16. Guys are hitting a little bit. And the thing about the Pirates, a lot of people were bullish on them being not great, but a better team than they've been in recent years. Part of it is in the last couple of years, they've had some good pitchers coming up, and the Cardinals hit this series.
And Nathan Church, or Edmonds Light, if you prefer, he had a double.
It's really catching on. That was a big hit, too, because you just felt that game could slip away. And if you did that damage to Skeens and then you still lose the game, that would have really sucked. But able to add on 5-run eighth.
Yeah.
Burleson's on track, on pace. Tim, you like on pace?
Yeah, at this pace.
Walker, I believe, is at this pace, would hit 47 homers. And Burleson would be driving in like 130. So I'm not sure that that'll hold.
No, that'd be
But at this
tough to keep that going. Probably tougher for Burleson than Walker. 130 RBIs?
On pace, Alec Burleson for 131 RBIs,
Yeah.
Doug. That's a little high.
That'd be harder to do than I think Walker hitting 45 home runs.
Think about it.
I'm thinking about it right now.
Hunter Dobbins got the start yesterday. Ali Marmol talked about the performance from Hunter Dobbins.
Yeah, did a really nice job. First 3 innings, he was on point. Out of the stretch, kind of lost command a little bit. Couldn't find his release point and led to some of the walks, but gave us a look. It was good to see him up here.
There you go. It's over there all you need to know.
I bought my son a Xbox X video console for his birthday, and they said, oh, yeah, this is the latest and greatest. He went down to play it yesterday and couldn't do it because it had to update, and it took like an hour to update. And when it finally did, it had Hunter Dobbins ready to go on the card.
Is that right?
Yeah.
How great is that?
I guess they update every roster all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, it's all connected to the MLB.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
So you can just, always have
Are
updates.
you wearing a Hamptons hat?
That's right.
Boy, he's rubbing it in our face now.
It sounded like he even said to you, without saying it, you got a problem with that? That's what it sounds. This guy is edgy today.
Hamptons HTO, is that what it says?
It says HDI. I think that's the initials for Hamptons.
Oh, brother. I can't even afford a ball cap. Really? You are with Hamptons. I'm bareheaded.
That's like a $239 hat.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Are you a little
it's
edgy?
margin season.
I think because of the outset, we had some technical issues. It was not your fault. People were mad about the streaming. And I think since then you've been a little edgy, or just busy?
Busy. Yeah, a little tired, but we're working through it, baby.
Shooting. Thursday's your big night out, isn't it?
I played softball last night.
Okay.
How'd that go?
I'm one of the worst players to ever draw a breath.
No.
Oh, no. What's the problem?
Can you hit at least?
I got a couple bingos.
Okay.
I had I basically chopped the ball in half and squibbed it about 3 inches in front of the plate.
Oh, no.
But the catcher was asleep with the switches, and
You legged it out.
The bases were juiced, and I drove in 2 runs.
2?
Hold on. 2 runs scored, and the ball was right in front of the plate?
The catcher, not realizing that he could have just stepped on home plate.
What, did he chuck it into right field?
Chucked to the first. I beat it out once. So 1 run already scored, and then once he threw it to first, the guy at third came flying.
Well, that's a long throw, too, from home plate to first base in softball.
Yeah.
And in the score sheet, all it says is you drove in 2.
That's right.
Looked like a line drive in the box score.
Yeah, and then a little seeing eye single later in the game. And then...
where did they hide you defensively? Second base or something?
Right field.
Whoa.
Right
field?
It's one or the other.
Yeah, right field.
Pull the ball, piggy. That's from the recovering alcoholic.
I pulled it. The only time I hit the ball, I pulled it.
Were you at Forest Park?
Yep.
Oh, that's just quintessential 28-year-old guy. Softball on third.
Was
you guys
it
go for
co-ed?
beers?
No, not co-ed.
But I bet the ladies were there watching, seeing what the word was.
I'm not sure I saw a single woman.
Is it TMA Live?
Yeah, very similar. Felt very similar.
What's worth mouth guard's 7-iron or his softball swing? That's Jugs. He's in D.C. What's the mouth guard
softball
thing?
swing. I told the story. I went to a flag football camp in middle school or maybe elementary school, which is rough. And it said on the flyer, like, bring a mouth guard. Make sure you bring a mouth guard.
Yeah.
So I got a mouth guard, wore it, and I was the only kid to wear a mouth guard. They all made fun of me.
Do you keep it on the whole time or wear it one play and then ditch it?
My parents didn't buy it for me to, put in the grass. So, yeah, I wore it.
And look at your teeth. They're perfect.
Yeah.
Well, made sure. I think a lot of that, too, is for concussion. To reduce concussion.
And your teeth, front teeth.
If you look back, you'll see that I dropped my Ricky Fowler top 20 and top 10 pick from yesterday. That's from Doug's Jockstrap.
We're not looking back at that. Why would we care about that if we'll look back? Let's all stop what we're doing and see what his pick was. Stop it. Leave us alone.
What did you think of Ricky wearing the orange on a Thursday instead of Sunday?
I don't care.
Well, if you look back, he usually wears it on Sunday.
I'm not looking back.
Jeez, guy's giving us free money here.
Okay.
Jackson wore a mouth guard in right field last night. That's from Shooter McGavin.
Not the case.
You wear a helmet out there?
No, but I do need to give a shout out because my guy who his TV froze right before Nathan Church's catch on Wednesday night. It was very unfortunate for us watching the game. He had 3 home runs in the softball.
Oh, you recovered from the frozen television.
He was
like over the fence home runs,
over the fence
fielder couldn't make a play
home runs.
Oh,
hammering them. Shout out to Dan.
Shout out to Dan.
Dan Beal. You were at Dan Beal's house.
That was Dan Beal.
What about after game? Post game beers for sure. 28 years old.
Yeah,
Thursday
like on
night.
the
Friday
bench.
you don't really work, but you do, but you don't care.
It was a 7:30, 8:30 doubleheader.
So you were all drunk, and that is why the stream didn't work at 7 o'clock today.
Not drunk at all.
Is that fair to say?
Finally getting to it.
Not drunk at all. Not drunk at all.
Hungover?
No.
Still getting bottle service tonight?
Nope.
Not getting bottle service tonight.
Not getting bottle service.
You have to be plastered to hit a ball 3 feet in front of home plate.
That would have been an understandable excuse. I just stink.
Brown and Crouppen sponsors this program. They're the presenting sponsor online at getbc.com or by calling 314-222-2222. That's Ed Herman. That's Andy Crouppen. That's Terry Crouppen. That's the presenting sponsor of The Morning After. Online at getbc.com. If you are in need of an attorney, you want somebody who is local, and Brown and Crouppen is local through and through. Founded in St. Louis in 1979 with a big brand new office building that they rehabbed on the hill right across from Regazzi's just a couple years ago. It's Brown and Crouppen. GetBC.com. They don't get paid unless you get paid, and everything is free at the outset. You call them with questions, free. They come to see you, it's free. It's Brown and Crouppen. GetBC.com or call 314-222-2222. The program is called TMA. It's presented by Brown and Crouppen on 101 ESPN.
This is Jackson with a Sports Center update brought to you by Universal Windows Direct. The Knicks defeat the Hawks last night 140-89 as the Knicks take the series 4-2. Jefferson City native OG Anunoby with 29.7 rebounds and 4 steals. That was another Sports Center update brought to you by Universal Windows Direct. You'll be saying, I love my windows.
I see 18 digging at the plate, dropping bombs at a Big Mac pace. Looks like we got another home run chase. I still think back to summer 98, listening to Jack Buck, staying up too late. Summer blockbuster, rewind the tape. Jordan Walker got me feeling like it's summer 98. Welcome to the jungle, I can still hear it. 61 said he never get near it. Watching Big Mac back and forth with Sammy Sosa. Things we didn't speak about, familiar Cosa Nostra. Homer after homer after homer after homer. It's like summer 98, he'll have 80 by October. Where will you be when Jordan Walker hits number 80? Got me feeling like it's summer 98.
Where will you be when he hits 80, Doug?
I'm just impressed he was able to rhyme Sammy Sosa with Cosa Nostra.
I still think back to summer 98, listening to Jack Buck, staying up too late. Summer blockbuster, rewind the tape. But Jordan Walker got me feeling like
Jack Buck didn't stay up too late, but we as kids listening stayed up too late. Okay.
Doug, it's summer 1998.
Feels like it all over
28
again.
years later, Jordan Walker on pace for 80 home runs.
I'd be in favor of that. He's not on that pace anymore, though, is he?
How about the chairman?
You see who's having a big year is Mike Trout has come back to his old self. He is just tearing it up.
And you never know.
No.
It's unbelievable.
No, he never seems to get much attention.
And it's a huge market, L.A., and yet the Angels is way below the radar, always.
Yeah.
Jackson, would it be fair to say Angels to Dodgers, Clippers to Lakers, Chargers to Rammies?
Yeah.
And then Galaxy to...
Yeah, White Sox to
FC?
Cubs. I don't know if you could say that with Jets and Giants. I feel like the fandom in New York is pretty split. I don't think you can say about Mets to Yankees either, even though the Yankees
If
obviously...
you're a Mets fan, you're a Jets fan. If you're a Yankees fan, you're a Giants fan.
Not necessarily the case.
Well, I'm not saying, of course, absolutely, but I'm saying that tends to be the case.
What about New York Red Bulls to New York City AFC, SC, MLS?
Boy, that was rare where I spaced out in like real time 2 seconds into you talking there.
Oh, man.
That was Jackson's response. The Empire Strikes Back.
There was just so many letters back to back that I
There's
just
two
went
MLS teams
I
in
went
New
into
York.
a
That's
vortex of ADD.
I've seen more Mike Trout at Anaheim Ducks playoffs games than I've seen him on the Angels this year. Doug, he was present last night as Connor McDavid's Edmonton Oilers were vanquished at the hands of Joel Quenneville's Ducks.
I started to watch that, and then I fell asleep. I lost interest.
Like when Jackson was listening to Martin.
Kind of similar to that. I said, wow, this one's really coming down. Well, I'll go to bed anyway.
I can't believe that it's been 11 years since the Wild won a playoff series. Did that surprise you? They won last night, beating the Stars, 5-2 your final. Hello again, everybody. So that sets
Because they
up a
nicked the
matchup.
Blues one of those years, right?
It might have been 15.
Their last time.
We will look that up over the weekend and get back to you
On
in the
Monday.
9 o'clock
Coming on
hour
Monday, we'll have an answer to what we talked aloud on Friday. When's the last time the Wild won a series?
I got 2015.
And that would have been against the Blues. I didn't realize the Stars had been in the conference finals the last 3 years. This year they get knocked out in the first round. Stars are always good.
Yeah, seem to be.
Can't quite get over the hump.
And we've got, if you are a hockey fan, I mean, listen, looks like the weather is going to be quite favorable, but you can watch the Cardinals and Dodgers tonight and 3 elimination games. I mean, forget about it. I mean, if you're thinking Friday night's pizza night, sal in. Lightning Canadiens, L'Habitant can eliminate the Ning. Boy, they don't want a Game 7, but they just might get one between The Sabres and Bruins. Why wouldn't it be amazing if you're in Boston on Sunday and you get the Sabres and Bruins and you get the Celtics and Sixers? Oh, my goodness. Just like if you're in Minnesota last night. Why, look, the Twins won. The Wolves won and advanced, eliminating the Nuggets, and the Wild won, eliminating the Stars. It's a great time to be a Minnesotan.
Yeah, sure it is.
Janie the Lesbian, call in 314-974-0101. Collier and Thompson phone lines. She's married to the Viking Queen now.
Are they still an item? I'm really pulling for Buffalo to beat Boston.
Same here.
Buffalo hadn't won in forever. Never won the Cup.
Bless you. Thank you.
Boston always seems to be pretty good. It's about Buffalo's turn, isn't it? I'd hate to see them get bounced in the first round. They lead 3-2 now, so 2 more shots to get past Boston, but I'd like to see them make a long run.
You want to see Buffalo take on L'Habitant?
That'd be fine.
Tortured fan bases.
Sure.
In the Eastern Conference semis?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'd be good.
For the inevitable showdown with Carolina?
Yeah, that won't be easy to get past the Hurricanes, but Buffalo's a team that I guess I'm rooting for the rest of the way.
Same here. I got the Tage Thompson plus 4,000 Conn Smythe ticket.
Mm-hmm.
Doug, don't let him get away with that.
What?
I don't know. It's Sharon and Clayton.
Doug, you're a co-host of a famous radio show. You should be paying attention to who comes on.
I should. What shouldn't I let them get away with?
Sharon, you can call in 314-974-0101. Charles Barkley was telling people to switch over to TNT to watch hockey during the Knicks-Hawks halftime. Jackson, it got away from Quinn Snyder and the Hawks last night.
I believe the score at halftime was 83-36. That's tough.
Jeez. How did that happen? Hawks just couldn't hit anything?
Yeah.
Just couldn't make a shot.
They just didn't have it.
That's what they get for canceling Magic City night.
Yeah. They scored 15
Jamie
points.
Gertz.
15 points in the first quarter is hilariously bad.
Yeah.
Sounds like the Kirkwood hockey parents are going to have a packed night. That's from ball coach Steve on TikTok, and he really is a ball coach, and he has a wonderful beard, and he's on TikTok, but I don't know what the Kirkwood hockey parents tie-in is for tonight.
Going to have a packed night. Stop sending us messages that don't make any sense.
Is there a fundraiser or something?
Is there?
I don't know. It'd be kind of weird if I knew.
No, this is why messages like that throw us off track.
Papers, how about Anunoby being the pride of Jeff City?
Well, he's from England, but he did move. He went to Jeff City High School.
Right, that's what we're claiming.
Yeah, and went to Indiana.
And Sharon and Clayton was upset that you called the Lightning the Ning. That's what she was talking about. Don't let him get away with that.
I'm sorry, Sharon. McJesus is such an overpaid little bitch. Wild will sign him after he requests a trade. That's from the Veiled Prophet. He said last night, we were an average team with high expectations, and all that does is lead to disappointment, so we're disappointed. That's what he said last night following the elimination of the Oil. Back-to-back opportunities against the Panthers that came up short. First-round exit. Net-minding an issue, and maybe Jordan Binnington would say, oh, I would love to live in northern Alberta.
Well, yeah, maybe he would. I think Edmonton's a little better than an average team. They had
It sounds like you're going to argue with Connor McDavid.
93 points. They had a pretty good regular season. Been to the finals, 2 years in a row?
Craig, would you say you guys should be bullying these hoes?
Not that.
Now, that was a good quote. Was that meant for Berube?
I guess. I don't remember. I love context on a lot of these drops. Mm-hmm. I have no idea what
Did something catch on fire in the dugout in the fourth inning? There was like a small fire down near the end of the dugout, and Corey Patterson stomped it out.
Oh, I missed that. I don't know.
That's journalism, not being afraid to bring up the fact that there may have been a little fire in the Cardinals.
Especially after a heartbreaking loss that looked like it was going to eliminate the Cardinals from the playoffs in the World Championship year of 2011.
Mm-hmm. But Tim, you can't put journalism on hold. If you see somebody getting a hot foot in the dugout, it needs to be addressed.
So what'd your grandma think?
I don't know. I haven't told to her yet.
No, he hadn't had time. Had not had time yet.
What does it say about grown men that are getting paid to play professional baseball. And every once in a while, Doug, just for fun, they'll light another fella's shoe on fire.
Mm-hmm. The most exciting 2 minutes in sports in this weekend. And we haven't heard any Derby talk.
Oh.
636. Yeah, we did. Jackson gave you the play, the Puma.
The Puma. It's all about the Puma.
Okay.
And then Mike Repole, or is it Repole, the guy who owns the UFL, he was on TV last night. He's got the horse Renegade. This guy's got it figured out.
Right.
Got himself a football league that The Rock, I guess, doesn't own anymore. I don't know, whatever. I don't know what happened. He's got that Renegade, Doug. You like Renegade.
And he started sports drinks, or has a brand of
something like
soda
that.
or sports drinks. Yeah. Iggy just set his shoe on fire. Yeah, he did that on one of our shows.
It did happen, I think. He took out his cigarette lighter and he lit his shoe on fire.
Yeah, there was a little stray strand of material coming off, and he burned it down.
Yeah, so he thought best idea around all this expensive equipment is to light a fire.
Hey, Tim, I'm a redneck that lives far outside of the 270 loop. I always hear you talking about delicious pizza and wingies. I'm crowdsourcing here. What establishment do you recommend that is closest to folks like myself? Also, what's the recommendation if I made the trek into the city? Thanks. Doug, that's from Marsh's Burner.
Okay, when they say outside the 270 loop, that could be a very large area. How do we know? Can you narrow it down a little bit more for your pizza recommendation?
The 270 loop is only around the entire city, though.
Yeah. It literally is from the Mississippi River south all the way to the Mississippi River north. That could be outside the 270 loop.
What if you're in the territories out there? Is there a...
Yeah, what do you go if you're in the Wentzville territories? Is there a signature place?
Yeah, give us a non-chain for the territories.
Yeah, we want to help Marsh's Burner. Marsh came in here yesterday, and everybody was just gawking during that commercial break.
Well, it's understandable.
Man, he's hot.
Well.
What's Duke's Slice House? I like the name of that.
Man, that's where you do karaoke. Duke's Slice House.
It's a good name.
What's she doing?
Marsh's Burner sounds like a total creep. That's from the Hunchback of Von Castle. And I don't know why he went after Marsh's Burner.
No.
He was just crowdsourcing, but he just got hit by the Hunchback of Von Castle. Doug, it's Angelo's up north. That's from Delta Burke's Top Stuff.
Okay.
Delta Burke. Texting in.
Designing women?
Yeah, Annie Potts, Jean Smart, and Dixie Carter. Am I right on that?
That sounds right. I don't know.
Jean Smart from Poplar Bluff. Am I right on that?
That I don't know either.
Dixie Carter was on Different Strokes and married to Conrad Bain, and she had the cute little Danny Cooksies.
Stacey McMillan.
And Stacey McMillan.
What's your Poplar Bluff Mount Rushmore? Did you say...
Hansborough, Tyler.
Well, I would say Hansborough, and then was it Jeanie Smart?
Yeah, got to be on there.
Yeah,
Can we count Sheryl Crow? Is that in the Poplar Bluff Metro?
I don't think it is.
Where's she from? Kennett?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you can count that.
What a cuck. Use Google Marsh's Burner. It's from the bastard James Hahn.
You call him a cuck?
Yep.
That didn't seem nice.
All he wanted was a good place to get pizza and wings, too.
But he needs to narrow it down for us. Well, we're going to help you.
I'm telling you, I don't want to do any YOLO, but this Duke's Slice House.
Where is it?
Wow, this is suspicious.
Looks
No
like it's
Vitali today. It sounds like we got Yola anyway.
I don't know. It seems like it's got a little bit of heat behind that.
Well, is it a trick question when I said, where is it, Tim? Is that...
Winesville. It's in Winesville.
Okay.
Duke's Slice House.
I like the name.
I do too.
I go name just on name alone.
Mm-hmm.
What about a pizza buffet? There's not many CC's pizzas left. There used to be that one, speaking of Glendale.
I love the sneeze guards.
Yeah, and that one's gone now.
Yeah.
You weren't high on it in the first place?
It's pretty hard to ruin pizza, though. It's pretty easy to make a pizza that people say, oh, that's good. They tried to ruin it?
But we would go there instead of sometimes after basketball practice, and it was really special.
You guys never bring up Meshack Taylor when you mention designing women. That's from Jesse Spano's dealer. Is that Twitter reply guy, Jackson?
No, because it's funny.
You know who else was from Poplar Bluff? Scott Innes, the voice of Scooby-Doo.
Is that right? It's a good fun fact.
Shaggy and Scooby, yeah.
Guys, what about Happy Joe's? That's from Snoozy. Doug, Happy Joe's there on Watson.
Good little kid party place.
Right. I knew the owner there. I was friends with the owner.
Surprise guest.
This Duke's Slice House looks like it might just be a walk-up window.
I like that. I like that.
You just walk up. Where's my slice? Here you go. Thank yous.
Yeah.
Guys, Pizza Ranch is where all the Cottleville Hoosiers go for a night out on the town. That's from Sniffin' Hole.
I'm looking at that right now, and it looks like a CC's Pizza adjacent kind of thing.
All right.
Like a buffet.
Maybe we'll head to Pizza Ranch tonight. I don't know. I think I'm on a rotation of sorts. It's not even a planned rotation. Pizza Go-Go, catty corner to Muser's Pub, where apparently Sharon hangs out.
Yeah.
Ferrado's, that's Jeff Parrott, CBC, Martin. And also
962-0048, I believe.
That's in the rotation, of course, Uncle Leo's. And my sons really like Dewey's. I enjoy it, I think that's the rotation. I'm not even aware of it. I can pull up my health chart if you want.
Oh, yeah.
Is it always to go?
Yeah, I can't be out in public with the fans.
Because the Dewey's, that's a tough parking sitch running.
The one north and south there? Or the one in Kirkwood?
In Kirkwood.
Okay.
Martin, do you remember Shakey's Pizza?
Oh, yeah.
That was a good one, where they'd have a guy, old-time looking guy, like he was from 1905 with the round straw hat, playing a piano up there, and people would sing along, waiting for their pizza.
I feel like Shakey's would throw it in the air.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, Panteros was the big deal. Because you could play Donkey Kong and Galaga while you were waiting for your pizza.
Mountain Pie in Denver, Pawns. You're welcome. That's from the Hunchback of Vaughn Castle.
We're not going there, okay?
No Fortels? What? That's from Iggy's Medicare rep.
Well, that's good, too. Yeah,
I like Fortels.
Dan Patrick used to do spots for Fortels.
That right?
We couldn't figure out why. Yes, locally. I think Dan Patrick's sister lives here.
Oh, okay.
So for some reason, he was the voice of Fortels. Much like Pat Summerall was the voice of the place in Illinois, Tuscalfas or something. They have the giant pizza, and I've been there. It's in Lebanon, Illinois. And it comes out, Doug, it's bigger than a semi-truck tire. It's a huge pizza. But the commercials were voiced by Pat Summerall.
Really?
Fortels feels like they have less locations than they used to. Is that accurate?
I believe so.
Gene Smart's character on Designing Women was from Poplar Bluff, Missouri. But Gene Smart herself was actually born and raised in Seattle. However, the show's creator, Linda Bloodworth Thompson, was from Poplar Bluff. That's from Felix Jose's Dirty Boy Panties.
That's what I'm reading, yeah. Bloodworth Thomason was a producer and writer.
Bloodworth.
Tim, if you ever need to eat in public, I can provide private security. That's from Bobby Big Wheels.
Really? You don't eat in public? You can't because so many people are coming up to talk to you?
It's tough. I don't mind signing and taking pictures, assuming the step stool's near. But when I'm eating with my family or my guma, I like to be left alone.
Yeah, especially with the guma, probably.
Was it Fridays for the gumas and Saturdays for the wives?
I believe so. I like to... If I was going to die in public, I think the only way I'd like to do it is Tony Soprano style, where somehow
like the Holstons?
The restaurant is empty except for two of my buddies who are just sitting at the bar, stopping anybody who tries to dine. And then I'll take my meetings there while constantly having a fresh plate of pasta. That's how I want to live life.
Carlos Spicy Wiener and Hunchback of Vaughn Castle continue their warfare. Oh, boy, he went to Denver. Whoop-de-doo. Oh, and the correct answers are Pizza A-Go-Go and Uncle Leo's. That's Carlos Spicy Wiener.
Okay.
It seems like that mountain pie he was talking about was not a place, but a style
of pizza?
Colorado-style pizza.
I've never heard of such a thing.
Neither have I.
I've heard of Chicago, St. Louis, Detroit.
New York, of course.
So it's made with a thick braided crust topped with heavy amounts of sauce and cheese. And then the restaurant Bojo's in Colorado serves it with a side of honey.
Okay.
And you serve it by the pound, Doug.
By the pound?
Yeah, it's some good eating.
I don't want my pizza served by the pound. Give me Duke's Slice House any day of the week.
Yeah.
That Chicago-style pizza, that deep dish, I mean, one piece and you're done.
Yeah, you're cooked.
Yeah, so it's good for you.
Yeah, right. It's great for you. When people go to lose weight, try to trim up a little bit.
Get involved on the program, 314-399-9646. Any listeners you want to declare war on, feel free. You can also do so in the Michelob Ultra YouTube chat. That's youtube.com/TMASTL. And, of course, you can email in to the program for the Design Air Heating and Cooling email of the day. New month. And you can email in to get on the board here as Chet's neighbor won in April. Congratulations to Chet's neighbor. Congratulations to all of those of you who have signed up for the service plan with Design Air Heating and Cooling online at designairservice.com. You sign up at designairservice.com, and now it's out of sight, it's out of mind. They're going to come and take care of you super fast when the weather starts to warm up and get that air conditioning ready. And when it cools down, they come by and tune up the furnace and test it for the cold weather months. Just take care of it now at designairservice.com. Support the sponsors and Seth Goldcamp, one of the longest running sponsors on TMA in the show's history, going back more than a decade. Martin's a client. Doug's a client. I'm a client. It's Design Air Heating and Cooling online at designairservice.com. 8:15 in St. Louis. Time check brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. This is the Morning After, presented by Brown & Crouppen from the Stiefel Studios on 101 ESPN.
If you're looking to get away this summer, maybe grab the kids, head somewhere warm, just get away. It'll be hot here, but just go down, see the beach, go to Florida. So many different locations available to you at Mid-America's St. Louis Airport. You can find out more at flymidamerica.com, Orlando, Fort Lauderdale, Destin. I mean, all over Florida. You can get there direct from Mascoutah, Illinois. It's real convenient. We talk about it all the time. You park in the lot, walk right into the terminal. From car to gate, it's about 20 minutes total. That's unheard of these days when we're talking about travel. They also go to Gulf Shores. It's the one-year anniversary of that flight being launched. They go to Knoxville during times of the year. Get yourself over to South Carolina, Las Vegas. Great destinations. It's a lot of fun just to even think about it. Book those flights. Allegiant has great prices. And Mid-America St. Louis Airport has the convenience all rolled into one. Great experience. We took it for spring training. My wife and I flew to Lauderdale, direct flight. Nice and simple. You just don't hear that about travel these days. Book your flight online at flymidamerica.com.
Oh, wow. Papers, what's our theme?
No theme. Some good Friday vibes.
Yeah. Who is this, Pooh Shiesty?
Well, the TMA remote lamp said when he moved to Southern California, he had to make toasted raviolis from scratch at home because he's a fat.
Oh. And they don't have it everywhere you go anymore. Or ever, I guess. When I was in Italy, I asked the people there, I said, you got toasted ravioli? They said, what the hell are you talking about? Wouldn't you think that'd be a big hit there?
I think we made it. That's why they said, shut up, ravioli head to you.
I know. But
I don't think they would like it over there.
why not?
Why do you say that?
They like pizza.
Yeah, what are you trying to say?
You're saying they like pizza like we invented that.
But, I mean, it's kind of a pizza adjacent, the toasted rav. They love ravioli.
Right, but then I think they would think it's very American to take something amazing like ravioli and then deep fry it. And then not call it even deep fried, but toasted.
Yeah, it's toasted.
I'm not trying to, I'm just guessing
God,
here.
you hate St. Louis.
I love toasted
really do
raviolis,
hate the
and
country.
I love traditional ravioli. I love both. I just don't know if they would love it in Italy. But I don't know.
I don't know. That
You're the one
anyone's
who's been
really,
there, not me.
I don't know if anyone's really running up the flagpole. I just think Doug's toasted ravioli stand might be a big hit in Rome.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. I did best. I'm in.
Oh, it's worth a shot, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's probably a
do
better
that
idea
today?
than my tornado helmets.
I don't know. That's very practical.
Yeah. I'm going to look into that. Maybe I won't have to work this job for another 40 years.
Whoa, I didn't appreciate that have
so was
to.
that out loud?
I didn't appreciate that have to.
These are opportunities.
Thank you.
Opportunities to be in front of the microphone.
Give takes.
Okay.
Sizzling hot.
Someone asked if we've ever tried cuck-style pizza, and they say it hits different, and I want him to explain what cuck-style
I think you watch other people eat it.
Yeah, on a Davenport.
Is that a thing? Surprised that didn't come up in DTF St. Louis.
314-974-0101. That is how you can call into the Callier and Thompson phone lines. Text in to the Air Comfort Service text inbox, 314-399-9646. And you can open up your YouTube app, subscribe to the TMA STL channel. Doug's 6,840 friends have done so, and 335 are in there talking it over right now in the Michelob Ultra YouTube chat. Subscribe to the channel and talk it over. The Cardinals win again yesterday. And oh my goodness, they beat Paul Skeens. Now, before the game, Paul Skeens talked about his relationship going back a long ways with a member of the Cardinals. Were any of you boys familiar with this?
No, I
Martin,
wasn't.
are you familiar with this?
I was not.
I wasn't either. And then it popped up in my algorithm. He went to high school and played on the same high school team as Cardinal outfielder Nathan Church. Here's Paul Skeens.
Huh.
He was like the veteran presence on the team. I mean, he was 2 years older than me. He was committed to a college, which was really cool at the time. So he was a junior when I was a freshman, and kind of showing us the ropes on how to be a high schooler. And then we played together my sophomore year. He was a good player, still is. I remember we faced Jared Jones in a game. I think it was like a 0-0 game in the 7th, and I think Church walked it off. So, and at the time, Jared was like the man. He threw, like 95 as a sophomore in high school. So Church was a good player and good dude. He wasn't like a jerk to all the underclassmen. But yeah, it's cool to see him now.
How about that? They played together, and Church 2 years older than Skeens. And he wasn't a jerk to the underclassmen.
No.
I like that he gave a little depth to the answer. He didn't just say, oh, yeah, we were teammates. What about it?
I see Church was born in Newport Beach, California, so his parents are loaded.
There's your first question if we get him on the show.
What did your dad do to be able to live out
Here's
there?
some other people from that school. Matt Chapman, MLB All-Star.
Mm-hmm.
Nolan Arenado.
Same high school?
Same high school.
This place is a factory.
El Toro.
Wow.
This is the Chaminade of SoCal.
Austin Romine. And Scott Miller, former NFL wide receiver.
Yeah. Well, it's a huge bonus to be able to play year round.
Diane and Aaron Murphy from Bewitched.
Oh, okay, we're shifting from baseball, apparently. Arenado, Chapman, Church, Skeens. I mean, Jesus.
Austin Romine.
Yeah. When I was playing high school or little league baseball, anyway, we might get 12 games a year here. You start playing maybe April and you're done by June. And if you grew up in a place like Southern California or Florida or Texas, you could literally play all year. It's no wonder all the players came from down there, or most of them anyway.
So Kirkwood would have been El Toro with better weather.
I don't know, but the players would certainly be better if they played all year. Now you can at least play indoors. You can hit indoors and throw and field and do all that. But you still can't play regular baseball year-round like they do in Florida and Southern California.
Why don't you move there?
Well, I would love to have moved there.
Skeens seems like he's
love to have.
Decent fella, doesn't he?
Yeah, for being as big a star as he is.
I mean, with the out-of-town meetings, hey, want to talk to you about Nathan Church? Yeah. Most big leaguers, maybe. Nice alliance.
A lot of them would rather talk about somebody else than themselves.
Well, that's true, for sure. Scott Rowland would always say, as long as it's not about me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't want to get caught talking about how great they are. Let someone else do that.
What's wrong with talking about how great you are?
Well, it works for you, Tim.
Oh, I didn't even know I did that.
No.
I think the guy who played Radar and MASH went there, too.
Did he really?
Alan Grubville, is that right?
Gary Berghoff, I think on the show, he was from Ottumwa, Iowa, but that might have just been his character. We get confused on this show whether they're really from someplace or if it's just the character they're playing.
Yeah.
Gary Berghoff, where is he from, Papers?
Gary who? Gary who?
Sorry, Tim, I'm having a show over
Gary
here.
Berghoff.
He's having a show over there.
Gary
Berghoff. He is Radar O'Reilly.
He is actually from Bristol, Connecticut.
Oh, ESPN.
Nailed it.
Okay.
Who in the hell's clearing their throat off mic? That's from Jackson's butt fro. Not happy with what he's hearing off mic.
Well, you're going to have to deal with that, I guess.
Get the Michelob Ultra YouTube chat as active as the day is long. My 12U team played 50-plus games a year, but still didn't stand a chance in Cooperstown against the Florida and the California teams. Doug, that's from the Loaded Lynx. I don't know if he is 12 or if he is the manager of a 12U team that went up to Cooperstown and were apparently stomped on by the Florida and the California teams.
Oh, yeah, it happens.
Well, what can we do here in St. Louis to get better?
Well, maybe put domes over all the Little League fields.
Okay.
That'd be a start.
Well, St. Louis sucks.
Well, okay,
the people
stop
in
it.
St. Louis suck.
No, they don't.
You're not committed to your kids' sports careers unless you move to Florida, California, or Texas. That's from Vinny Favorito, non-woke comedy.
Well, it sure helps in baseball.
And golf.
Oh, yeah.
I like how Papers is so busy, he doesn't even turn to the mic. He's off mic. Yep, and golf. What else?
If you don't watch the game for something else, you're not a diehard Cardinal fan.
Yeah.
If you want them to get better, just send them all to me. That's from Ball Coach Steve on TikTok. Stop eating Auntie Anne's and toasted ravioli every meal for starters. That'll help your kids. That's from Little Beer Cat's Cuckstool. He says it's the diet of St. Louisans that's leading to the losses in Cooperstown in these youth games.
Chicken wings on the potty.
I don't think so. For the starters, the population is far less than Southern California and South Florida, so they're just going to have more people make it just based on that. Then when you toss in the weather also and the ability to play year-round, that's huge.
Which parent, though, back in the day, now it is probably more common. It probably does happen. You get your kids to a warmer climate if you want them to play year-round. If you're really that intense sports parent, but back in the day, what was it? Maybe you would move if your kid was like.
Did that really happen?
I think in like an Olympic sport, like if you if they were graded.
Yeah. I don't think that's the case.
That's how you got overlooked.
No, not me, but there were others. Like Ken Oberkfell, you remember him?
Yeah.
He was my age. We played against him in junior college, completely undrafted out of high school. And when we played him in Merrimack, he was at Belleville, now Southwest Illinois. I mean, he looked like Babe Ruth. And
is that right, really?
Yeah, and our coach at Merrimack, who had a relationship with the Cardinals, called the Cardinals and said, "You got to come look at this guy." And they did, and signed him as a free agent. And 2 years later, he's starting for him.
So without your coach, the Cardinals don't win the 1982 World Series.
Probably. I think Oberkfell had more to do that than the coach. But it was an example of just a dynamite player that went completely unscouted and undrafted.
My wife moved to Fort Lauderdale with her swim coach for her junior and senior years of high school. It paid off. She went to the Olympics in swim. That's from Turns Have Tabled.
Yeah.
Yeah, turns the table.
Intense sport dads have small wings. That's from Father Brown Eye. He has a parish over in Belleville, right?
Yeah, the Reverend Brown Eye.
That's a cock.
Doug ball coach Steve is on the Callier and Thompson phone lines to talk about this Cooperstown tournament where this person in the Michelob Ultra YouTube chats team took it on the chin from the California and Florida franchises. Ball coach Steve on TikTok. You are on the Callier and Thompson phone lines with Doug Vaughn. Good morning.
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
Well, not much. How are you?
I'm hanging in there.
All right.
Steve, if I joined the TikTok movement and I watched your videos, what would I be learning?
Oh, Lord. I basically just talk a lot of trash. I got my opinions, like my old school views on things. So everything I see in like youth baseball today, all the bat flipping and the celebrations and all the insanity, I target a lot of that stuff. Lately, I got a couple videos that caused little local dust-ups because they're local teams. I didn't know they were local teams, but when the videos got sent to me, I put my take on them, and a couple people got a little butthurt about it.
Wow, that's good.
No, but you guys were talking about Cooperstown, and 2 years ago I took my older team to Cooperstown, and literally it's an open tournament, and teams range from rec ball, just going there to have fun, which is a $25,000 tournament. So to go there as a rec team and just to have fun, I get it, but it's rough. You'll go through your 6 pool play games and literally get outscored 110-6.
Yeah.
And,
wow.
And then you got major teams who literally will fly kids in just to pitch a game. So it's a crazy range, and people treat that tournament like it's literally Game 7 of the World Series.
One of my kids went there. It really is a fun time, though.
Oh, it's the best.
Yeah.
It was the best week of my life as a non-player. And I'm going back again this July with my younger team. So, yeah, there's nothing better than walking into the Baseball Hall of Fame with your kids at your side. That was the goal. And so I kind of used baseball to get me to the Hall of Fame, so it was great. But, yeah, best experience, and I'm super pumped to do it again.
Mm-hmm. That happens at the 12-year-old level, right? Everybody's like 12. Yeah, I remember when I was there, they had a home run derby, and some of the kids looked like they were about 6'4", 220 or so, hitting baseballs 350 feet.
Yeah, the home run derbies, every team gets one guy, and they give you a minute to hit as many as you can. And yeah there's some kids that you're definitely looking up to in the line. It's wild.
Yeah.
There's 2 of them up there. There's Dreams Park and All-Star Village. So we're doing All-Star Village.
Oh, yeah, they're both fun. Both a great time.
Did you notice, so the bat flip yesterday, J.J. Weatherholt, I thought was perfect because he didn't pimp it, but it was kind of an authoritative, like, I got him. But he didn't go crazy, but it had a little something to it.
Yeah, and that is probably like the perfect bat flip. Like, hey, I got you, but I'm not going to rub it in your face. I'm not going to be disrespectful. It looked to me like he was selling out for one pitch, and he got it. Good for him. It was beautiful to watch. But, yeah, that's the kind of bat flip that I can get on board with. But if anybody was to go watch anything, like, a couple videos back, I posted one that, the kid just it's a Pottstown video, and the kid almost hits himself in the face with his own bat flip and then proceeds to basically run around the bases like the love child of James Brown and Ricky Henderson would have done. Yeah, and so I had a little bit to say about that. That's the kind of stuff I can't get on board with. These kids, technically, no offense to anybody's kids, anybody who thinks their kids are great, but all your kids, 14U and below, they're all trash. They are on nobody's. Well, they're on nobody's
trash.
Well, I'm just saying they're nobody right now, and everybody thinks their kid's somebody.
Well, don't get hot about it.
Well, this is the kind of stuff I ran about.
Oh, okay.
You know, all these people posting videos about, you know, their 7-year-old's first home run, which was a ground ball to second base, that's 9 errors, but it's a home run all of a sudden. And then
my fantasy experience.
So it's just, I wish everybody would just relax, because you're nobody until you're somebody. Everybody thinks they're somebody when they're like 10.
I get the theme, but maybe saying you're trash.
Yeah,
you might lose some of the crowd there.
Well, saying they're trash is what makes people watch more of them.
There you go.
True.
Engagement.
Really?
Yeah, 100%.
All right.
I learned that back. Fun fact, because I know I'm going to get roasted in the chat.
No.
When I'm off of here, I'll get roasted for sure. But back in like 2004, showing my age, I interned with Zipper Zeppa at 1380.
How about that, Doug?
And Ben Boyd was my
You were a fan of that show.
Ben Boyd was the producer.
How about that?
Was that over there off to Bolivar, that area?
Yeah, it was off of like Del Mar.
Yeah, it was kind of a dumpy little area. The engineer.
That building, I wouldn't recommend anybody ever having any business in. It was. I'm surprised they didn't step on rat traps on the way up.
Yeah, there was some guy who slept in the closet.
James, I believe, was the engineer, but he lived in the closet over in the corner.
Yeah, it's quite a little industry.
But
I used to have to call my buddies when nobody would call in to try to get them to do the trivia every morning. He'd like, you got anybody that'll get up and do the trivia? I'm like, yeah, let me make some calls.
Wow, that was the good morning show, because everything was good. But I believe every day Skip would say, my bestest buddy, Bill O'Reilly, will be on the show. And then they'd say, he's going to join us tomorrow. And then every day I would say, I wouldn't mind hearing Zip and Bill O'Reilly chop it up. And then at the end of the show, we hope to get Bill on the show tomorrow. Does that sound familiar? That it was Bill O'Reilly was always going to be on?
Yeah, we never really got too many people on in general.
It happens.
He brought me on 3 or 4 times just to talk about baseball, because I at least had just got done playing in college.
Let's talk this stuff, Dan Geary.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, keep spitting the hot takes.
Yeah. I'll keep sending in my garbage, and if you find something you like to read it. Otherwise, and to explain the Kirkwood hockey parent thing, I had a little dust up with some Kirkwood hockey parents over the last hockey season, so they love me. We're real tight. We're close.
What caused the dust up?
Oh man, we can't talk about that on here.
Doug, it's legal. Council, council's recommended no comment.
Yeah, no, it would create way bigger of an issue if I talked about it on here.
Okay.
All right, Doug. That's Ball Coach Steve on TikTok calling in. Thank you, Ball Coach Steve.
Hey, appreciate it.
Yes, it's Ball Coach Steve on TikTok. Doug, you can follow him on TikTok, and he wants everybody to know that their kids are nothing.
Trash.
Thinking like, man, what if I just crawled in there? And it turned out to be just a really bad idea,
Well, yeah, I would think.
Did he have a little bit of the porta potty voice they were saying? Maybe it's his buddy Steve. And then he would have the intern come on the show. I like that.
Warson Woods Wacko is a fan of Ball Coach Steve on TikTok. He is a huge fan of his direct approach and says, I love this guy. I don't care how old you are. If a kid bat flips, he's getting beamed next AB. That's from the Warson Woods Wacko.
They see the major leaguers do it, so they do it. You can't throw at a kid's head because of that.
Angry youth baseball guy is S-tier Hoosier. They run on Skull, Jim Beam, and skipping child support payments. That's from Long Tom. That's the fuel? You get fueled by skipping child support payments?
While drinking Jim Beam and chewing on Skull? Was that Walt Garrett, Doug, that was always selling Skull?
Good Cowboys fullback. Skull. Sometimes they wear athletic shorts. Coaches' shorts are a little too tight and cleats while they're coaching.
And that was 1380 before they made the big move down to the landing. Doug.
Right.
That's when they moved on up.
Yeah,
That's where they broke into Tim's car.
You thought that place was a dump. You didn't go to the original spot. I think it's Union and Delmar, maybe. One guy lived in the closet, but he would help keep you on the air a little bit.
How about this? I coached a travel youth baseball team, and I don't think Steve is wrong. How about that? Doug, the youth baseball coaches are gathering here in the Air Comfort Service text inbox and on the Callier and Thompson phone lines.
Wrong about thinking your kid is greater than he really is.
That's right.
I'm sure there's a lot of that.
Well, the parents are the problem.
Yeah. But at the same time, you want to give your kid every chance to go as far as he can with the game. There's nothing wrong with that.
Ball coach Steve, all right, let's get the boys together. We're going to have a big summer on here. Just remember, you're all trash.
Man, they're not happy.
No.
But there are some. I'm a big fan of ball
happy.
coach Steve. People are on board. Some are on board. Some are not on board. He doesn't pull any punches. He knows. He's going to catch some hell for the opinion.
Choke Artist 1.6 says all the coaches can go to hell.
Wow. There it is.
Just across the board. Just every coach.
I know that goof who just called in wears a full uniform for a 12U team. That's from that one guy.
Is it okay if the coach wears a jersey of the team that he's coaching?
You'll have to ask that one.
That's probably okay, isn't it?
Ball coach Steve should run for president. That's from 3 off the tee. How about that? So ball coach Steve has his friends.
Isn't that a weird twist? He was an intern for Zipper Zep of all things.
If I see one more 12-year-old with a sliding mitt, I'm going to lose my mind. That's from Little Beer Cat's Cuckstool.
Oh, they're not wearing sliding mitts at age 12, are they? They
Little
are.
Beer Cat's Cuckstool says so.
You often get 2.
How did people ever get through a baseball game before sliding mitts came around?
It's a good question.
I had to say at the big league level, I hate it. It looks so
stupid.
It does look gimmicky.
Doug, have you seen the video from this Pottstown team that was referenced?
No.
You'd absolutely hate it.
What was going on, Chairman?
It's a kid, looked like he had a sliding mitt in his pocket, Marcelo Ozuna colored compression sleeve.
Yeah.
And ball coach Steve mentioned it, but the kid hits a home run, slams the bat down, it nearly hits him in the face, and then they have cameramen follow the kid around as he pimps this home run around the bases.
Oh, Lord.
12U.
I imagine Steve showing up in a Connie Mack suit that he has 3 payments left on from Macy's. That's from Shrimply Pibbles, who did send in a picture of his wife yesterday for the first time in 7 months.
I feel like if you have to make payments on your clothing, you can't afford that particular brand.
Well, you shouldn't have to pay for pants on installments.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough.
If you can't really just buck up and buy the whole pant in one fell swoop, probably ought to move on. Go to Kohl's.
How much for one leg?
Yeah, that's it. Do you ever go up to
rib.
someone, if you like their pants, and say, what was their down payment on those trousers?
If you are looking for financial advice, we'd like to recommend Mark Hanna of Evergreen Wealth Strategies. I don't know what his position is on layaway for pants, but you can call 314-889-0503 or go online at evergreen-ws.com, sponsor of the 9 o'clock hour here on the program. Coming up, we have the drops of the week, which are presented to you by VIP Auto Accessories. Did you deal with hail damage from the storms this week? If so, work with Tommy Sabulka and Brian Grigg at VIP Auto Accessories, where I got my windows tinted here a few weeks ago. So easy. You get a lifetime warranty from VIP Auto Accessories. At VIP, they take care of everything. They're a one-stop shop. In some instances, people are going to bring their vehicles to 4 or 5 different places when everything can be done in-house at VIP Auto Accessories. They've been in business in St. Louis since 1979. It's Tommy Sabulka and Brian Grigg and 60-plus employees making sure that they get the job done quicker with quicker turnaround times. For all your commercial vehicle upfit needs, ask for Tommy Sabulka. And for all your aftermarket vehicle accessories needs, ask for Brian Grigg and tell them TMA sent you. VIP Auto Accessories. .com, sponsor of the drops of the week, coming your way on the Polos Plus dossier. 9:45 Design, Air, Heating, and Cooling email of the day. It's TMA 101 ESPN from the Stiefel Studios. Michael's has been family and locally owned for over 30 years. Michael takes pride in helping and making sure his employees are happy and making a great living. Go online right now. You're going to get 3 samples free from Proximity Mills. IGotFloored.com. Michael's passion's flooring. When you order from him, he wants you to have the best experience for the best price. That's why he's making sure he gets the best installers and giving him $7 a square yard, which is incredible compensation in this industry. Just come in or talk to him. You're going to see the difference. They want to make sure they suggest the best thing for you, not pushing what corporate's telling them they have too much of. There is a reason he's continued to grow through the 31 years. Employees love working for him as they feel like family, and he makes sure they're taken care of, and this then rubs off to the families buying the product as they know they have the best interest of the buyers. They have it all, but carpet's awesome, and it's packed. They have so many varieties of all flooring, and they have 3 easy to get to locations in St. Louis. They're in Creve Coeur, they're in Darden Prairie, and they're in St. Peters. Come see why people are loving getting floored by Michael, and make sure you visit IGotFloored.com. Doug, why'd you request this?
Just has a wonderful beat. I dance to this a lot at home.
12U travel parents gargle butane and Ham's Light in the morning?
I don't know if they gargle it.
It's from Doug's prison wallet?
It's not that bad.
In all my days of coaching, and it was with little kids, and it lasted, for a while, like around 1995 to about 2015 or so, I never saw any coaches acting like idiots. I never really did. In all sports. Maybe I was just lucky, but I think that the crazy parent, overblown coaching, I think some of that's a little exaggerated. I'm sure it happens. I'm just saying I never saw it. So maybe I was lucky to avoid that.
Did you ever have a kid, though, that was a bit of a hot dog? And if so, how do you handle that?
No, never really did. Mm-mm.
Oh, they knew better.
No, I guess they just weren't wired that way. Or maybe not good enough to be a hot dog.
Well, it's kind of related. Yesterday, I was talking to Isaac Bruce. He had his foundation. They gave some money away, a couple of seniors at Jennings, and then we talked afterwards, a little segment for TV. And I said, didn't you coach 1 year? He said, yep, 1 year. He was on the high school where he went to high school, Dillard, where Clarence Gilbert, Keon Dooling came to Mizzou from Fort Lauderdale. He did 1 year there, 10 games. He said, that's it. And afterwards, I said, what was it? He said, the kids, man. Basically, it's tough to coach kids these days. And I said, didn't one of them say to you, what do you know?
Yeah.
He said, they didn't exactly say the words, what do you know? But he goes, they gave you that look like, why am I listening to you?
Old
football
man.
advice? Mm-hmm. Correct. He said, it just wasn't for me. Like the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of that would be what area of town you're coaching in, too. I'm sure the behavior's a whole lot different, and depending on where you are. Because some coaches, I'm sure, will tell you that it's wonderful. They absolutely love it. And others would have horrendous experiences, and like he did, and not want anything to do with it.
What makes ball coach Steve an expert? Did he play in a show? That's from Vinny Favorito, non-woke comedy. I can just imagine ball coach Steve riding his mower with a megaphone, calling 8-year-olds trash as they run foul pole to foul pole, spitting skull all over the turf.
Sounds like Will Ferrell.
It's from the Loaded Links. It is Friday, and we are in the Fisher Window and Door Store, 8 o'clock hour, and it is really a tradition here because of Tommy Cebulka and Brian Grigg at VIP Auto Accessories that we celebrate the work that was done and done oh so well this week with our VIP Auto Accessories drops of the week.
Morning after.
Drops of the week.
Yeah, you guys drop it like a hot dog.
It's a wonderful drop.
Indeed it is. Flip that off. Flip that off. Flip that off. Flip that off.
Flip that off.
Happening.
What?
Oh, now you're on my
St.
team.
St. Louis. I still love y'all, St. Louis.
I've always talked about the working man's daiquiri.
Not Oscar.
Oscar.
Why?
Yeah. Why was he in there?
Attention.
You think he could still get anybody out?
No.
Like if you spotted Wemby in the wild, you'd be like, oh my goodness, soft cow.
Oh.
The height wouldn't then change my sexual identity.
The Reverend Brown Eye.
You love it, Doug. Come on.
So at least
the Yankees will be playing in front of full houses every day in August, and you'll be having archery practice at Citi Field.
You got to take it from a well-khakkied ex-newsboy.
Larry, are you horse plowing me?
No.
Nothing says Christmas like the picture of a sex worker.
That was drops of the week.
Drop, 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 down, drop, drop. Get it.
Huh. All right. Nice job,
it was
Papers.
good. Fun.
Thank you.
I like the laughter on laughter there. A lot of Larry-driven drop.
Okay, you're done for another week then, aren't you?
What do you mean?
Now you can really focus on changing the names in the text inbox.
Oh, yeah. I got to get back to that.
Okay. Doesn't that take just a second? How many people actually call in or write in demanding their name be changed? Is this just a handful?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
My wife, the great Kimber, says have the Jackson clip off Steve saying your kids are trash.
No doubt.
That should be clipped off. Agreed.
I've coached my daughter's travel softball teams for 5+ years now, and I've run into some real dip-ass coaches.
Really?
A couple weekends ago, a team had a girl throw 340 in game pitches, warm-ups not included, 3 games on a Sunday to try and win a 12U softball tournament that means nothing. Doug, that's Scott's wrinkled ball sack.
340 pitches? A little easier underhand than overhand, but that still seems like an awful lot. Awful lot.
Boys, give yourself a pat on the back. That was the most beautiful and touching drops of the week I've heard in a minute. Congrats, gents. That's from 3 and 4. That's Jackie Papers. That's his handiwork.
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say it's touching, but, I appreciate it.
Very emotional.
Yeah.
The Jerkwood from Kirkwood right above that text. Good job, Jackie. And then Matt Holliday's ear moth right above that one. Those drops of the week were terrible.
Oh, some people like things. Some people don't like other
That's exactly
things.
right. And I think that's the lesson that we got there. Hey, Whoopi, change my text name to inaugural texter of the year, Little Tommy Tribbins. Doug, that's from Little Tommy Tribbins.
Okay.
You're good. You're good. We don't need the prefix. You say prefix, Doug, or prefix?
I would say prefix.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's the lowlife Timmy. That's from the 314.
Huh?
I don't know. That's the same guy who said, boys, give yourself a pat on the back. That was the most beautiful and touching drops of the week I've heard in a minute. Congrats, gents. And then the very next text said, no, it's not. It's the lowlife Timmy.
Okay.
He said I look like David Spade and Tommy Boy. Which I don't. That's
You
not
didn't appreciate it much, did you?
There's worse.
Okay.
David Spade did very well for himself, huh?
Yeah,
he did very well for himself, huh?
Sure.
I've heard him say he does a lot of corporate events too, which he'd be a little risky, I would think, for a corporate event. Could be overly sarcastic. Which, by the way, I got in the emails, they come in. Sometimes they like you, Doug. Sometimes they don't like you.
Oh, sure. Usually don't like it.
So my work email at the 2 Fox yesterday just said, note to Martin Kilcoyne. That was a note. Tim, the email said, I don't understand why you're such a smartass on TV. You talk SH on people. No one cares about your opinion. You should be nicer. I wrote back and I said, can you give me some examples of talking SH on people?
Yeah.
Thought that was a fair follow-up. He said, you're so negative on TV and a smartass. Like when the Cardinals or Blues or City do bad, you dog the SH out of them. You're also the only newscaster who actually responds. So I don't know if I should say thank you or you're unprofessional. So
you're unprofessional for responding?
Yeah, and he said, you're the only one. Now I'm starting to think maybe he, assuming, sends nasty emails to a lot of people.
It's a good read.
Said, you're the only one. Maybe you're unprofessional. Go back. Look at those TKO segments. They're nothing but you dogging someone.
Wow.
Blocking.
I always turn it over to Channel 4 when those segments come on. Oh, here he goes. Maybe it was from inside the building.
Nice. Oh, you think Doug sent that?
But then I'm thinking, well, the TKO is the very last thing. That means he made it 28 minutes into the show. He said, I always turn it when that segment comes on. I'm like, well, I mean, we win. If you made it 28 minutes into the show and then you turn it, we win.
Yeah, that's the win. That's the win you're looking for.
So I just wrote back and said, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah.
I'd block him.
Now Doug wants some block. The program's called The Morning After. You can send in your hate mail to us. The Morning After at InsideSTL.com. Design, Air, Heating, and Cooling email today. Coming up on the Polos Plus dossier. And Mark Milton is a sponsor of this program, Doug. And I've got him online at STLTaxLawyer.com.
It's a good guy to know, good website to know, because a lot of people have some sort of tax problems. Mark Milton says you'd be surprised how many people just don't file taxes at all, thinking that the IRS is never going to catch up to it. But sooner or later, they do, and when they do, then you've got yourself quite a problem. But Mark Milton is here to help you through that. Maybe you've got unfiled tax returns or tax liens, bank levies, wage garnishments, that kind of thing, or you could be even facing IRS criminal investigation. If so, contact STL Tax Lawyer Mark Milton at STLTaxLawyer.com. Mark Milton and STLTaxLawyer.com provide a local and holistic approach to tax resolution. Mark earned his accounting degree from the University of Illinois, #1 accounting program in the country, and his law degree from St. Louis U, and now he lives and works right here in the St. Louis area. Started his legal career with the Department of Justice Tax Division in Washington, where he represented the IRS in tax cases around the country and received the DOJ's Outstanding Trial Attorney Award. This guy is one of the best, not just locally, in the country. And Mark now helps individuals and small businesses solve their tax problems. Any kind of IRS issue at all, contact Mark Milton at stltaxlawyer.com, and you'll be saying, I am not guilty, I am with Milty. Remember, the choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely on advertisements.
Program is called The Morning After. It's presented to you by Brown and Crouppen from the Stiefel Studios on 101 ESPN.
This is Jackson with a Sports Center update. That's brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. Cardinals back in action following the 4-game sweep over Pittsburgh. They'll be playing the Dodgers starting tonight at 7:15. First pitch. Matthew Liberatore on the mound for the Redbirds. That was another Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
Hey, 19, Doug. Think about that.
Okay.
Shout out to Jay Bomies.
This is Pooh Shiesty.
Welcome back to the Morning After 101 ESPN 9 o'clock hour, brought to you by Mark Hanna of Evergreen Wealth Strategies. Tim McKernan, Doug Vaughn, Martin Kilcoyne with you on the program. Jackson Burkett's on the ones and twos. Chairman Kurt taking your phone calls and your emails. 314-974-0101 is how you can call into the Callier and Thompson phone lines. The Morning After at InsideSTL.com is how you can email in. That's coming your way on the Polos Plus dossier at approximately 9:45. Doug, do you remember Jonathan Lucroy?
Sure.
Jonathan Lucroy, what did he do?
Oh, boy, the name, Jonathan Lucroy. Why do I know the name? And suddenly I've drawn a blank with what he did.
Ball player.
Jonathan Lucroy. I can't remember
Catcher.
why I know the name.
Catcher for the Brewers.
Brew Crew.
Yeah.
Maybe the Red Sox.
Yeah, that's
there,
okay.
maybe.
And he was on a podcast and detailing his experience with Cardinal legend Yadier Molina.
Yachty, in my opinion, is the greatest pitch calling catcher ever. And maybe it's because I played against him all the time, being in that division. If I had 4 bats in a game, I saw something different every at bat. I saw a different sequence in the mid counts every at bat, and he finished me with a different pitch almost every at bat. Bronny hated him because he's like, I can never get comfortable because I don't know what he's going to throw.
Lucroy was a good player. Oh, he was really good as a hitter. High praise for Yachty.
That's when the Brewers, I remember Jonathan Lucroy with the old Brewers uniforms that had the piece of wheat at the bottom of their uniform.
You remember the piece of wheat, Doug? Remember cream of wheat?
I remember cream of wheat.
How'd you say that? I just say wheat.
Piece of wheat.
You said wheat.
Yeah.
Just a piece of wheat.
Wheat.
Yeah. They would have, and I didn't like those uniforms.
Okay.
I think they look better now.
Does that take away from his opinion on Yachty?
No, not at all.
Okay.
It really has nothing to do with what we're talking about in the slightest.
Very clever logo, though, with the M and the B looking like a
Making a
baseball
glove.
glove.
You feel like it looks like you might pass out. Are you all right?
I'm okay.
Seem like you're very, do you need a Snickers or something? You need like a sugar boost or something?
Nope.
You want to snort a rail off my tramp stamp?
Getting warmer.
Like that. Let's go to a break.
We just came back. Let's wrap it up.
Like that's on the table of things you might do.
Well, more so than I don't like Snickers bar.
All right, well,
But you would like to snort a rail off my tramp
Well,
stamp.
if you were like a Kit Kat, I like Kit Kats.
All right, I'm going to go down the hall and get you a Kit Kat. You just seem like you need a little zip over there, son.
No, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
I'm upset with myself because I've gotten like a couple straight nights of bad sleep, and it's affecting me.
Okay.
And I'm sorry to you fellas. I need to be better.
No, you're fine. I just worry about you.
No, I know.
What happened with the bad sleep, baby? Let's workshop.
Just going to bed too late.
Oh, you're out having a little nip of the cooking, Sherry?
Well, I mean, like last night playing softball, got home too late.
What time did you get home, huh?
Like 10.
Had you done some imbibing?
I had a couple brewskis, but nothing
At the
crazy.
game? 'Cause you said you didn't go
But then I
out.
hadn't eaten dinner before that, so I have to eat a little something. And
White
then,
Castle, wash it down. What would you do? 8 double cheeseburgers? That's
Would
right.
you say you're strung out?
no, it's just no. It's been
Like
bad.
Clapton in a white room.
I'm sorry. I mean,
You're fine. I just was worried. I thought.
No, I'm fine, like physically. I'm just tired.
Okay.
But it's Friday. We'll get through it.
All right.
I don't know why I listen to your program. Probably because only sports talk radio station round. Anyway, your taste in music is, and then he uses profanity.
Okay, leave us alone.
You play crap made by untalented PPL. I guess it's people, Doug.
Well, Steely Dan never accomplished much.
As a professional musician, I cringe when you play the S locals have made. Also, how can I come on and be a broadcaster, analyst, announcer for a 15-minute segment? you have on different companies' employees who come in and take over the show. Well, it's my turn. So how much does it cost? If not sure, forward this to your marketing department. It doesn't matter, though, does it? You own it. Then it gets rough.
Is he going to yell at us now?
It gets rough.
Do you think was there any chance it was a bit?
I can't tell. You never know. I think there are
time for a good audit here.
and sketches, and then there are
Oh, my
bits.
gosh. Listen to this guy.
Okay.
Just sit papers in a dark room with his favorite movie, Pearl Harbor, and he'll chipper right up. That's from the 314. Jackson, if you could sit in a dark room and watch Josh Hartnett and Ben Affleck.
Yeah. No, thank you. Not Pearl Harbor. Don't give me that. Don't make me
Why
upset.
so bad?
The love triangle thing. Get out of here.
Okay.
I'm headed to Mystic Oaks. Wish me luck. I'm going to need it. It's from Yachty's Ruptured Ball.
He's going to the capital. The capital city, baby.
We were talking about sports parents a little while ago, and the sick man texted in with a unique perspective. He said he coaches men's 60 and over Greco-Roman wrestling for stepdads, and due to the age of the participants, the parents are typically around 85, and they really are not a problem.
So that's the sweet spot if you don't want the parents bothering you.
Right.
Coach 60-year-old men in Greco-Roman wrestling
Right.
stepdads.
And the parents are so old they can't get up out of the bleachers to yell at you.
Okay.
Hey, guys, Casey Musgrave's album's dropping today. Banger after banger. It's from Hottie Toddy. Doug, Missouri headed down to see Hottie Toddy coming up here later this year.
That'd be a fun one to go to.
Is that October, 18th?
I don't know the
And they're going to what? Stark Vegas 2? Also Georgia?
Georgia.
Arkansas?
That's in November.
Those are the 4 SEC. They got 5 home.
There's a game on Halloween that I know we're not going to, but we're planning on going to everything else in Columbia. I mean, minus the goofball games. I don't do the goofball games.
Anybody going to Kansas, making the trek over there?
Friday night game.
That'd be fun to go to, too.
I can get you out of onboard if you want to leave right after the show.
Oh, how about that?
Okay.
How about that?
Yeah, that'd be a fun one to go to. I guess you can buy tickets now. Are they out there on the secondary market?
I stopped crowdsourcing about 2014.
I just wonder if you wanted to go to the Ole Miss or the Kansas game, you could buy those tickets right now, can't you?
Kurt's former coworker said, I'll sponsor that guy's segment. He's just going to show up and do a segment.
Okay.
October 17th, your Tigers come down. That's from Hottie Toddy, and he has circled that date.
Okay.
Missouri. Austin Simmons going back to Oxford.
You're not going to like the secondary market for that Mizzou-Kansas game, Doug.
How much?
To sit up real high, you're looking at $254 right now.
Oh, gosh.
What about parking?
Yep. There's parking.
Sports talk radio show. Doug has no idea who Jonathan Lucroy is, but can name any random actress from the 1940s. Great show. It's my 314.
I remember the name. I just drew a blank on who he was. But then when you said it, I remember he was a really good catcher.
Big time sports talk.
I'm sure you remember Jonathan.
I do
think
now.
you did just have a brain for it.
I have a golf scramble at Acorns tomorrow. We finish shoot minus 21 and take home that cash. That's from the Millstat Meat Hammer.
I like the Acorns.
I do too. Doug, is that a drivable
I don't think I played there.
18th? Is that what it is? Or is that 9?
You'd have to be able to hammer it to drive it on, because that's the one with the water.
Yeah,
on the right.
It's like Bay Hill.
It's actually very sad. It's a Pete Dye design.
Huh.
Papers, if you could go play 18, or you and me go get a slice at Duke's Slice House.
Honestly, right now, I'd take the slice.
There you go. See, this kid needs a little food, I'm telling you.
It's a little chilly, too. It's like a touch chilly in the
Outside
area.
and inside.
Tim in red. Ooh la la. That's from Scorsese.
I do really like that color.
There,
that
look.
lightweight.
Is this Cardinal red? Is this Cardinal red?
It feels like a solar red.
Solar red.
It's almost a scarlet.
What?
Yeah.
How about scarlet?
It's really kind of swerving into the lane of city red.
What?
Oh,
Ooh, I don't know about that.
I don't think
Well,
so.
you know,
looks like Alabama.
It's you got one tire in the lane.
I don't think I do the city red thing.
Say that again, Martin.
I don't even know what I said.
Oh, okay.
I believe I said earlier that Tim's red kind of looked like an Alabama red. Not the
Roll Damn Tide?
Not the burgundy one, but they have a different shade of red, it seems, at times.
Crimson.
Yeah, it's just not the heavy. Yeah, looks
crimson.
You're not swerving into the lane of City.
Well,
what about the U.S. Open Cup? When did that change your wardrobe?
How about that, Doug? Houston Dynamo, May 19th or 20th. Take your pick.
What am I picking now?
Well, you can take your pick.
What day do you want them to play since
Oh.
they have a big quarterfinal match and they announced the opponent and then they said, we'll play it either the 19th or 20th.
Okay.
It's always a good way to generate interest. When's the game? 19th or 20th?
Okay. Oh, I'll keep both dates open.
Okay.
Oh, do you have a preference?
I'd have to honestly look at the Cardinals schedule.
Well, the Cardinals have night games against the Pirates on both those nights.
At home?
Aye.
Okay.
Doug, they're headed off to San Diego and Sacramento after they take on the Brewers.
Right. Okay. We'll see how that goes.
Jim Dandy, though, for the final weekend of the month with the Cubs coming to town.
This is the summer I'm going to go to Chicago and go see a game at Wrigley.
My wife keeps
In
talking about
August.
going up there. I guess it's 4th of July weekend. Is Chi-Town stand up? Yeah, it is.
That'd be a good weekend to do it.
3 o'clock game on Friday the 3rd. Saturday night game on 4th of July. How about that?
Yeah, that might be one I'm going to circle.
And then Sunday, July 5th. I know we'll have a holiday here, probably on the 3rd.
Probably on the 3rd, yeah.
Yeah, we can go up there, see what the word is.
That sounds fun.
That'll be an expensive ticket.
Yeah.
Wrigley Field on the 4th of July.
But it's such
Cards
a
and
one-off, cool thing to do. I bet I could start looking at prices now.
See what the word is.
Yeah.
All right, Papers is going up there. I'm going up there. Doug, I guess we can do a remote. Is that Sedgwick's, but it's shut down? We did a remote from Sedgwick's.
I remember
a lot
that,
of TMA listeners in Chicago, the recent Missouri grads who didn't want to move to Brentwood Forest yet. And so they go up to the north side of Chicago, sow their wild oats, and then come back and marry the high school sweetheart after a stay at Brentwood Forest. Is that usually kind of the trage?
Yeah, that's kind of what they do.
Oh, boy. Tickets starting at $103.
Oh, yeah. I bet it's going to get worse than that, too. Especially if both teams are good still.
Tim, why are the Cardinals going to play the Kings? Aren't they out of the playoffs? Hashtag where is Sacramento? They'll be taking on the A's.
Northern California.
And the answer is Northern.
Yeah, a little outside San Francisco.
I'm sitting in a hotel watching the YouTube channel while working. Man, that's a lot of forehead in the upper corners. What are the upper corners?
Morning, Doug.
The upper corners. It is kind of a Brady Bunch box with what's going on there.
That's a good description.
But you're supposed to look up, look down.
Doug, after you're done at Wrigley, you can pop on over to Silvis, Illinois for the John Deere Classic. It's the pinnacle of American sports weekend.
I don't know.
It's from the 314.
Do that.
They have a pretty good deal at that place where you can play all day. You pay $150 or something, and you can play as many holes as you want, starting at 9 a.m.
Nice.
A couple of my buddies have looked into doing a trip up there. Doesn't seem like there's a lot around the Quad Cities.
I wouldn't think so.
Yeah.
Sounds like a great 4th of July. Sitting in a rundown stadium that smells like urine, surrounded by the worst people in the world. That's from Little Beer Cats Cuckstool, who is not excited about the Cardinals Cubs.
He's in college majoring in Twitter replies.
Clip that off. I got $100 on it right now that Jackson does not go. There'll be a D-League game on. That's from Plowboy's Dwelling.
It hasn't been the D-League in 15 years.
Guys, was that a humble brag that he's working in a hotel? That's from Ricky Putz.
No, that's a tough industry.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought working at a really fancy hotel might be kind of fun.
No, you have to be so subservient. I imagine it's a real hellscape.
It's a hellscape to work at the Ritz or the Four Seasons?
Well, I think there's certainly some benefits to it, but I think you have to the customer's always right. And there's so many options for hotels and where people can stay. You have to give them the world-class service no matter how they treat you.
How about the concierge, the big city who has the juice to call the restaurant?
Yeah, what's that all about?
And it's Michael here over at the hotel. I've got a party of 4, and they have the juice to get them in.
Yeah. Do you think that's been kind of phased out now?
I don't know.
The concierge.
You think the hotels pay the restaurants, give them a little something to make
A
sure
little taste.
to
I
make
think
sure
they
the
definitely.
guests get in?
I think they
kickback.
definitely
A
steer
little
clients to
kickback.
restaurants, but I'm talking about getting them in a place that's sold out or exclusive, and then, but just somehow that concierge makes a call.
Like Uncle Leo's.
Yeah.
Can you have a pie ready to go?
Oh, my. Yeah, I might DM the Miners boys today, Doug. Have that pickup ready to go. What do you like? You get the meat pizza? 3 meat pizza?
I don't know.
And then fungo wings? I think
Would
that's
it
what I'll
work?
do.
Would it work to make a call to a restaurant and say, "Hey, this is Doug from the Ritz Hotel and the concierge here now. You got a table for 4? Can you get me in tonight?"
That's the move.
Well, we know the story that Iggy tells that Jenna Fisher, she of The Office fame,
Naring's High.
her agent reached out to Iggy to have him book her a reservation for
Partner, are you
Christmas.
familiar with this anecdote?
I
This
think
seems
it
like
sounds loosely familiar.
Yeah. She called, her people called Iggy to have him book a reservation for them. That's what he said. It plays off on the skeleton.
And didn't narrow it down. Did he have the authority to pick the restaurant? Like he could just decide?
I think he had carte blanche.
Yeah, I got you in a Lombardo's. What's the problem? I used to bowl with the owner. I would love to. What's the end result? Did he get a restaurant? Did he?
Yeah, I think so.
He did. Okay.
I think so.
And they weren't grateful. Let me guess. They weren't grateful enough. Is that the punchline?
your keyboard clicking sounds like crap. Get a new keyboard. It's in the 314.
Well, Papers is typing.
People are mad at everything.
I click, and you do hear a lot of like.
It just sounds like a newsroom.
I'll turn my mic on. I don't care.
Four Seasons concierge service is legendary. It never ceases with the times. That's from Sharon and Clayton.
Okay.
And I get it. You bribe the concierge. You give him some money or her.
Sick.
So that they can pull off this feat. But why are the restaurants that are supposedly full just giving in because Michael called over? That's it.
It would only be because they're getting a little something from the hotel, right?
I guess. But
Doug, you flip the concierge at 50, they'll get you in anywhere. It's from Griff 2.
Really?
Doesn't that seem steep? Like, it depends on the city you're in. If you're in, like, the West Village, I would get that. But if you're in Des Moines, Iowa for the night, you have to flip the guy $50 to get you a reservation at the restaurant.
How bad do you want to eat at IHOP?
they're full.
You go to the concierge, hey, can you get me into the IHOP? I'm dying for some pigs in a blanket.
Hey, it's Bob here over at the Jury. I got a family here in from Afton. They're trying to get
$3
into
handshake.
IHOP.
You have $3 tucked into your hand.
Polos Plus, the sponsor of the dossier, and on the dossier, we've got the Design Air Heating and Cooling email today coming up in approximately 21 minutes. Polos Plus is who we're working on. Martin's got a Polos Plus quarter zip on. I'm looking around the dais. Jackson.
I have my Polos
Get your
Plus.
Hamptons hat on. They don't do that at Polos Plus.
No, but I do when the studio goes real cold.
Yeah.
I had my Polos Plus winter jacket on.
Ooh,
and it's
This
sweet.
is kind of my Mr. Rogers top. This is available because in here it can get a little chilly, as we've complained about in the past. So I just keep this available.
That's a handsome looking top there, bro.
Polos Plus, locally owned and operated by Corey Lawson, with longtime TMA listener and supporter Andrew Hubbard, who runs the sales and marketing side. Corey and his family have been serving the local community since 1995. Polos Plus offers brands like Carhartt, Travis Matthew, Nike, Under Armour. The list goes on and on. Polos Plus offers more than just polos. They offer jackets, quarter zips, hats, beanies, you name it. They have it. Here is the difference. The big guys don't really care about the entrepreneur or the local business owner. They want massive corporate orders. Polos Plus is built for the guy with the business, the small business, the medium-sized business, grinding every day. And that is what you can do by going to polosplus.com. You take 10% off with the promo code TMA, and all you have to do is pick out your order, pick out what brand you want to work with, and upload your company logo. They take care of the rest. Go to polosplus.com and take 10% off with code TMA. If you have questions or want to talk with Andrew Hubbard directly, email him at andrew@polosplus.com. That's polosplus.com, promo code TMA to get 10% off. Email in the morning after at InsideSTL.com for our Design Air Heating and Cooling email today. That is coming up. This is the Morning After 101 ESPN from the Stiefel Studios. Restore, locally owned business with decades of experience in the roofing business. Roof Restore treats and maintains existing asphalt shingled roofs, adding up to 15 years to the life of your existing roof at a tiny fraction of the cost. It's up to 90% less than the cost of a roof replacement and guaranteed to extend the life of your roof by up to 15 years. I just had Roof Restore at our home last week. What a wonderful experience. Number one, they discovered a hole in the roof, tended to that. Number two, put that wonderful, wonderful roof maintenance on the roof, and now we are taken care of with Roof Restore. You can be as well by going to notanewroof.com. That's notanewroof.com, or by calling 314-279-ROOF. It's Roof Restore online at notanewroof.com. Just think, you're saving 90% on what would be a new roof. Maintain your roof like you do your car. It's important. It's an asset. Notanewroof.com. Is this on your Mount Rushmore for Madonna?
I would say so, yeah.
Yeah? What else, then? I'm sorry to put you on the spot. Not fair. Should have given you time. Justify My Love.
I really like that Into the Groove.
Yeah.
Vogue.
But Cherish. Is she a mermaid in Cherish? The second straight day we talked about.
I just don't.
And we decided mermaids. It was not a big deal. They were just fish with feet.
Yeah.
Well, there's some people who are trying to shame Tom Hanks for bestiality.
Probably should be in hindsight.
Yeah, I don't know if you could do Splash in
Go back
2026.
now and ban it from any replay.
I don't know if it would be bestiality.
If there's a human involved, and at least most of the animal's human, or most of the being, whatever you want to call it.
Why this one, Papers? Just catchy, fun.
Who knows?
Who knows?
This guy hasn't been sleeping. He's been drinking a lot. He
Just
wants to
leave him
score a
alone.
rail off my tramp stamp.
Openly.
He's counting down the minutes to 11 o'clock where he's going to go to bed and wake up at 8 tonight.
He's strung out, this
And
fella.
they'll just start shooting it again.
Yeah, Tam Ave, I think.
Yeah, it's certainly a possibility.
Nice.
Of all of the above.
I apologize, Phil.
No, you don't have to apologize.
I don't
Doug's
like-
a little pissed, I can tell. He just texted me.
I've not really
It's
ever
always
been
the
this
best
angry.
shows when the hosts are texting each other about somebody else on the show.
You think that's ever happened?
Yes.
100%.
I witnessed it.
Oh, really?
I don't have to get into specifics. But
It's real. I witnessed it.
Song sucks! Some choke artist 1.6. Doug, what about Live to Tell? That's from Cream.
Okay.
Was
yeah.
everyone big fans of Madonna in the 80s, or was it polarizing at all?
I don't really feel it was polarizing. She would do things that I guess she's still doing now, and part of me kind of feels bad for her, even though she's probably sitting on hundreds of millions of dollars and doesn't really care, but to try to be, like, relevant, and she would do, like, easily manipulative stunts to get the attention of kind of the hill people.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
she would poke the bear, poking the bear a little
like
bit.
a prayer music video.
Kind of poking fun at the church.
Yeah.
But then the Letterman episode where she was just swearing the whole time.
Yeah, you explained that to your kids then, didn't you, Doug? What did you say?
I couldn't. I got rid of all the television sets.
And was that on the 4 Fox? I don't appreciate you putting that kind of smut on my TV at night, Doug.
Yep.
And Letterman told her to just knock it off.
Oh, you had enough?
Yeah, the episode's famous. He said, "That's it, knock it off." And the crowd roared, like, took his side because she was just being crass, just trying to be.
Anything for a headline.
Yes, it was stupid.
Drew Barrymore flashed him?
I believe so, up on the desk.
Yeah. And you interviewed her after the 2004 World Series?
We didn't have a lot to talk about that night. Cardinals swept. Probably could have got into Suppan being picked off, but that would have been offensive to a future
But that was
colleague.
Game 3.
Yeah, I mean, recapping the entire series. Didn't have a lot to talk about. They were filming the movie. I never watched that movie, by the way.
No, I didn't either.
It was the
Fever Pitch.
Fairley Brothers
I watched
love
it.
the Red Sox. They had to redo the end of the movie because the whole story is the Red Sox were just never going to win, and then all of a sudden it happened.
Yeah, and then the World Series was kind of like this throw-in at the end of the movie. By the time we got to St. Louis, they had no chance. It's like already
Is that how it
doing the
ended?
voiceover. Yeah. Well,
Jimmy Fallon was dancing around.
Yeah.
Cardinals season that had 105 wins with the MV3s ends in great disappointment. In my view, is Jimmy Fallon like jumping up and down at second base as if he just won the World Series.
Right.
Rolling Stone says Madonna's #1 song is Like a Prayer. I don't know. Into the Groove, #2. Now we're talking.
Yeah, there you
Vogue,
go.
#3. Now we're okay. Borderline, #4. Okay.
Huh. Surprised Material Girl's not in there. Especially with Doug putting it on the Mount Rushmore.
Well,
Ray of Light, that's underrated.
may have overreacted.
Yeah, I'm rolling balls. Tim, talk golf. Is it finally Spieth's week? That's from Starfish Street. Well, the spread zone, a heater here as of late with the golf, and I was on Cam Young, if memory serves, and I believe that Alex Smalley. And Doug, well, who's leading the tournament? Cam Young. Who's in second place? Alex Smalley.
Oh, really?
I don't know. I don't know how I do it. I
No,
just do
don't.
it.
Yeah. So how you do? Okay. Whew. All right.
The original Fever Pitch, which is about soccer, is excellent. Way better than that Fallon vehicle. It's from the Unknown DJ. I'm not familiar with the original Fever Pitch.
Movie Boy?
No clue.
Have you and Gareth taped already for
Yes.
this? Okay. Sorry.
Fever pitch from 1997, maybe? I don't know. It's with Colin Firth.
Wow.
St. Louis's own.
Yeah, Pride of Hazelwood. I am not familiar with that picture. Jackson play Belinda Carlisle next break. A lot of bangers. That's on the TMA Reddit Insider.
Now, don't tell us what to do.
Sure thing.
What are you going to do? Heaven's a Place on Earth?
Yeah.
Mad About You?
I'll do Heaven's a Place on
Circle
Earth.
in the Sand? Do you include the Go-Go's material?
Sure.
And if so, what are you going with? Vacation?
Love Vacation.
We got the beat?
Vacation.
And then the members of the band started dating each other?
Is that right?
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
that caused problems.
Yeah, it could.
I think it was the drummer and the bassist.
Some of the heavier girls?
I think a few of them started getting involved. Never Bindi, though. Never Bindi.
No.
Your thoughts on the Go-Go's, the morning after at InsideSTL.com. And then your thoughts on the SEC championship game. Here is Greg Sankey with the future of the SEC championship game and its importance. Doug, take a
That was
listen.
a massive pivot.
Boy, it sure was. Almost knocked me off the chair. And it's not ready.
I don't blame you, Jackson. I don't blame you. That was a uncalled for pivot.
He was queuing up the Go-Go's.
We were knee deep into go-go
Remember the days
lesbianism.
of old when everybody talked about we need to determine champions on the field. Well, what do we do through the SEC championship game? We determine champions on the field. Now, you can do it another way. You could just say, we're not going to have a championship game, winning percentage, tiebreakers like we have co-champions reign, and then you'll have to determine your CFP qualifier. So one of the counters, we determine a champion on the field. The other perspective is we can determine a champion now that we play 9 games. The second is we do have contracts. And you don't just get to walk away from agreements. That happens in college football a lot, and we see with individual decisions, but as an organization, we have a great relationship with the Atlanta Falcons, Mercedes-Benz Stadium, the city of Atlanta. And so those should not be just microphone moments for people to opine. We have to do the work to figure out if we were to vary from a conference championship game, what's the work that has to be done. And then thirdly, what we did as a league way back in the early 90s, we've made a movie about it that airs on the SEC network. Everyone has followed. So the flippancy with just moving away, we need to tone that down and figure out how to manage the economics, the contracts, the competitive issues, and what that means for our own group of 16.
I have to say at the outset, the whole thing about, remember when people wanted championships decided on the field, which I guess is a callback to the 1990s? They weren't really talking conference championships. They were talking national championships. But I understand if you're in Greg Sankey's position, you have to do whatever you can because of the television revenue for the conference championship game, which then he gets into toward the tail end and the relationship the SEC has with Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. But I don't really think that there are a lot of people going, no, we need to determine the SEC champion on the field. The teams that are in the mix to win the SEC championship, if given the choice, would much rather win the national championship than the SEC championship. And I think that is why you have the interest in getting rid of the championship games in the conferences, in addition to moving up the first round of the college football playoff. But he is the commissioner, and he's in a relationship with these venues and networks, and therefore is in a tough spot with the contracts that would cost them money unless it could be replaced by playoff expansion.
Yeah. It's not so easy just to change the whole structure of the playoff system in a year or two when they do have these long-term contracts with stadiums. It's not easy to get out of them, I'm sure.
Live Golf got out of the New Orleans deal.
Just shut her on down.
Yeah. Well, I don't think
If
they're going to
they can-
shut down the SEC.
So how do you figure out the money? They say we're going to get rid of the championship games, Big Ten, SEC, et cetera, and we'll have some extra home playoff games.
Yes.
But then you have to say, okay, you get the money from one of those, and you get the money from one of that. It's possible to be done. I'm just, in the current model, they got to figure it out. But I'm sure there's an answer.
I don't even really remember the SEC championship games over the last couple of years. But 3 years ago, it cost Georgia, a great Georgia team, a chance to be in the 4-team college football playoff championship and what would have been a chance for a three-peat because they lost it. But then last year, if you recall, the whole way that Miami got in was because they're going, oh, God, we could have Alabama lose in the conference championship game, be sitting there with 3 losses, and then we can't possibly have them fall out of the college football playoff. So we've got to do this thing where we move Notre Dame down, even though they didn't play or they won big against Stanford, whatever the hell it was, and flip Miami ahead of them. It was, in my opinion, clearly choreographed to protect the television revenue of the SEC Conference Championship game. Doug, I'm going to do it. I know you're not going to like it, but I just have to do it.
What?
Full stop.
Oh, don't say full stop or mic drop or period. That's all I got to say, period. Stop it.
What do they say in print? 30?
I think it's 30.
That's the end of the story.
That sounds good.
And that was the golf tournament because I felt like Sweet Sweet Kai was in the background during the whole Sankey interview.
Sweet Sweet Kai was in there?
You talking about like mowing grass?
There was some grass mowing going on.
Yeah, certainly. Yeah, it was at a golf tournament.
Yeah, SEC coaches were down there.
Did
playing.
Drake not go to that? Because he was at the chicken pickle thing all the
I saw DeBoer. I think Kirby was there. How about what Kirby had to say? Listen to this. And here's the head coach of Georgia. Now, of course, he's Roll Tide back in the day. But listen to this.
You were in Tuscaloosa and then early at Georgia to now. How much has the depth changed on your roster?
Man.
The 1 to 2, 2 to 3s.
I tell people all the time, I was like, our best Alabama teams, I'm going to go 2012, 13, 14, 15, would beat the dog out of all these teams right now because they could practice different and they were deeper. Okay? The game has not changed that much from 2012 to 2025, but the roster has, and those teams would clubber lane somebody. They would just physically beat you. And I look at our team now and I go, oh, man, oh, God, we don't have the depth we had. We're not as good as we were. We're not going to be. And then we go out there and win the SEC. And I'm like, it's just relative. Yeah. It's relative. It's like everybody's going. I'm not saying going down because there's an Indiana, there's a Michigan, but relative, it's going down. Like there's not as much talent acquisition and much as talent on a team to be able to just develop it and grow. I'm playing younger players. I got kids that would have never played at Georgia when I got there or at Alabama I was there that are having to play now. Right. Because you don't have enough.
Well, you don't have enough because the guys who were sitting on the bench playing second string went somewhere else.
That's right. Saw that happen as he lost a couple defensive linemen to Columbia, Missouri, brother.
Yeah, that's okay. I like it that way. Spread out the talent. You don't need 4- and 5-star high school recruits sitting on the bench for 2 years, 3 years.
Lane Kiffin, quote, tweeted that soundbite and said amen yesterday. LSU's own. And he was at Alabama. I remember seeing, I don't know what years he was there, but I remember seeing him for sure in the Missouri-Alabama SEC championship game in 2014 because his quarterback would throw the ball, and while it was in the air, he would have the touchdown signal already up as the Alabama player would break free from the Missouri secondary and score. Not much of a game for the record.
Is it amen that it's true or that, it was better back then? Because for everybody else, it's better now. I mean, yes, it's true.
I think amen that it's true that those Alabama teams.
Right, like, hey, we were that good and that
the 13 team was the one that lost on the Auburn kick.
Kick six
down in the plains. And then in 14, Doug, did they win the national championship, the 14 Alabama team?
I don't remember the years, Tim.
Well, they won a bunch of them.
I didn't remember Jonathan Lucroy. They expect me to remember when Alabama won.
But you always wondered, why would kids go there if playing time was guaranteed somewhere else? Why would you go to those huge and just be the second or third best and ride the bench?
Go get paid.
Get paid. But I also think ego. Like every kid's like, well, I'm going to beat that. I'm going to be a starter. I'm not going to be on the bench.
Oh, yeah.
And then they go down there and you got, in basketball, there was always McDonald's All-Americans just sitting on the bench at Duke or North Carolina. But it's better now for everybody else.
But when Alabama or Ohio State offers a 5-star high school recruit a spot, I'm sure it's really hard to tell them no, even though you might go and be second or third string.
Well, and your ego says, I'm going to start.
Gotta get paid. Gotta get paid.
Without even finishing the D on the end of the word paid.
That's right.
Gotta get paid.
That's right.
Gotta get paid.
Tim, you ever considered taking the hottie toddy head coaching job? You scream Lane Kiffin vibes. That's from Alexandra Daddario.
Thanks to stuff like that.
I don't know if in whether it be Oxford or Baton Rouge or Boca, or did he coach the Oakland or Los Angeles Raiders?
He was Oakland.
He was Oakland. I don't know how it would play at the press conference if a reporter were to dare ask me about being the head coach of a team having been cut from a no-cut sport as a freshman in high school.
They bring that up, you march out.
I think what I would have is that WNBA media relations person standing by who asked about AZ Fudd and Paige Becker's relationship.
Yeah.
And just jump right on in.
Right.
Say, we are not here to talk about high school football and getting cut because you were 5'2" and 100 pounds.
Let's say you were, by some mistake, offered the head coaching job at the University at Ole Miss, and you accept it with no coaching experience whatsoever. How long do you think you could bluff your way through that before somebody said, wait a minute, this isn't real?
I used to beat Kerry Robinson at Madden Football when he'd come by my place before games.
Okay.
So I don't know if I have to answer anything else.
Well, I mean, could you get through one practice? Could you plan a practice that might look reasonable?
I think football would be the hardest to bluff your way through.
Probably so.
With all the plays and departments. Baseball, I feel like you put the uniform on, you spit a little bit, cross your arms in front of your body and say, just grab the fungo bat. You'd be all right.
I might be headed to Indianapolis based on their lead columnist, Brian Henshin's text. Mr. Tim ran radio stations. His qualifications speak for themselves.
No.
Brian Henshin.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Scheduling weekend board offs is just like coaching a football team.
I'm picturing the Friday papers where maybe he's a little bit zoned out. Coach, it's 4th and 8. What do you want to do? Well, what are the options? Well, you could punt. We could go for it.
Yeah.
Okay, and if we go for it, what does that look like? Well, you're the coach. You tell us.
Do you think Francesa has any new offers to coach? That's from Chairman Steve. He's in Des Moines. Doug, if you recall, he did have an offer to go into the NFL as a coach, but he did not. He did not want to do it.
I think he may have what's called the Dunning-Kruger effect.
What is that?
That's the idea that because you have expertise in one area, you know everything about everything else. Like you overestimate your ability because you've had some success in one area. I think
I had an opportunity to go into the NFL and didn't. That was the only chance I had to go in and didn't go. And when I take a pay cut to go, which was hard to do at that time, that was a big part of it, to be honest with you, because, Mike in the middle had kind of taken off. And I would have to take a pay cut to do it, to take the job I was offered. But it was, if I had done it, I think I would have done well in the NFL. But I don't think, but at the time, I decided to stay here.
Yeah.
So he's going to go to the Giants for an unspecified job. Was he going to be the head coach? That would have been epic.
Could you imagine?
That would have been the greatest.
It'd be the most unprecedented move of all time. Morning radio host becomes head coach at the end.
Let's pitch it to Disney. What do you say, huh?
Like Doug Gottlieb
Rock
is
will
one
play the
thing.
lead.
It's like, yeah, that would be crazy. But even like special teams coach was Mike Francesa about punts.
No, the Dunning-Kruger effect is refusing to change your beliefs after being shown proof that you are wrong. That's Slinger like Sunday morning texting in.
I don't know that that's accurate.
I'm reading that the Dunning-Kruger effect is a cognitive bias where people with limited knowledge or competence in a domain greatly overestimate their own knowledge or competence.
Yeah.
Those with low ability in a particular subject often believe they are more capable than they are because they lack the expertise to recognize their mistakes.
Yeah. It's basically overestimating your own smarts.
Yeah.
Ted Lasso-like. That's from Pele Blanco.
Yeah, but he was kind of forced into that.
Yeah.
Then he was at Wichita State?
Yeah.
As a football coach?
Come back, season 4.
When?
They just released the trailer for it.
Oh, is that right?
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen it?
The trailer?
Jackson loves Ted Lasso.
I do too.
Premiere is August 5th.
How about that? August release.
Yeah.
That ending shot, don't look back in anger when the wide, was it Wembley or something, the beautiful stadium. That was just...
It's really cool.
Pitch perfect.
Yeah.
So you're saying you don't like that they're expanding it now?
Expanding Wembley?
Jackson does not. No, not Wembley. Ted Lasso going with another season when that was supposed to be the end.
Yeah,
Jackson, you're down on
I
that.
like finality. I think leaving you wanting maybe one more episode or 2 more episodes means you did the right thing. I credit Succession for shutting it down after 4 seasons. Ted Lasso is supposed to only be told in 3 parts. And
it was only supposed to.
Well, it was, they had a plan for the whole show for 3 seasons.
Okay.
Now they're kind of flying on their own.
But when it becomes wildly successful, you think, hey, I could use another $20 million.
And I get that. Get paid.
Sudeikis takes over the Cubs, season 5.
Right.
And it's shot in Kansas City, right?
No, I think they're back in England. I think parts of it are in Kansas City, but most of it, I believe, is back in West London.
This is how shows ruin their legacies. That's from Doug's Jockstrap.
Oh, well,
it can be.
I refuse to watch season 4. Doug's Jockstrap.
Get off your high horse. Get off. You haven't even seen it yet.
They're calling it after Ted Lasso.
He's a Lasso apologist, extremist, nationalist.
Lasso nationalist.
After Ted Lasso is fine.
Enough of these shows ending perfectly only to come back and F it up for a cash grab. That's from the D-Gen from Jeffco.
Don't watch it. If you think it's going to ruin it for you, don't watch it. There, fixed it.
You got a super girl cousin who shows up in a cape.
He hated Superman last summer.
Hated.
He should be on Movie Boy. Talk movies with Mike.
Francesa?
I'd be all over that sode. I'd be all over that sode.
Be awesome.
Got the Design Air Heating and Cooling email of the day coming up. That will be awesome as well. Design Air, sponsor of our email of the day, coming up here in a matter of moments. It's TMA 101 ESPN from the Stiefel Studios.
All right, folks, if you're like me, you know the dreaded sound of, honey, the garage door won't open and we're late for Lucy's dance recital. We've all been there. It is not a good feeling. I tell you what, it's one of those things we just take for granted, and we don't miss it until it's not working. I'm talking about your garage door, those big, heavy, clunky things that run through electricity. They need to have the bolts and the screws and all the springs tidied up and ready to go to open when you hit that button for you to be on your way. And if that's not happening, you have an issue. But the good news for you is I have a great friend now in the garage door business to give them a call. Give my friends at Schaefer Door a call at 636-782-3608, or you visit their website to see what they're all about. A local St. Louis company, but they have enough technicians and enough folks that they can stretch their wings across the St. Louis area, but they will give you the personal touch you deserve. Schaefer Door at 636-782-3608, and Schaefer Door is a LiftMaster partner.
What just happened?
Did you get Wally pipped?
What just happened? For real, I don't know.
We came out of the break. Papers wasn't quite back.
Oh.
And there was a moment where either we'll just have a slight dead air, which is fine, or Chairman Kurt will jump in, and Chairman Kurt jumped in and hit the button.
It's my fault.
I didn't even know. How about the fact that I didn't even notice
You're
it?
right there, and it happened right over here. Chairman Kurt had a look about, should I do this or not do this, because it wasn't like a music cuck, but he came running over there and hit the button.
God, wow.
Nobody would have known, but we called attention to it.
That's the brand. That's essentially how the thing has been around for 22 years.
You were 4 seconds late.
Were there really 4 seconds?
But Chairman got you.
All right, hey, thank you, Chairman.
There you go. Good job.
My apologies.
Game ball.
You dropping ass?
No.
Oh.
No.
I was just reading. I was in the Michelob Ultra YouTube chat, and I see they're complaining that there's no after the morning after today.
They're not.
Iggy, why no ATMA on Fridays? That's in the Nipper School Monitor.
Oh, Jesus. Work 4 days away. It's not enough for you people.
Done. Upwards of one day we did 7 hours of broadcasting, and now, but we only do 4 on Fridays, and there's hell to pay.
It was just one person asking.
Yeah, fair enough.
But I was reading, and I'm like, oh, wow. Doug, once you come to terms with the fact that no matter what, you can't win, you're freed up. And now all of a sudden, now you're firing at pins. You're like Rory McIlroy. Pointy elbows, pointy elbows. When Rory has the pointy elbows, oh, beware. He's going to have the pointy elbows at Appomattox? Is that the Adirondack?
Aronimink.
Thank you. That rolls off the tongue.
I know. It's really it's a weird-looking name.
That's what the PGA Championship is.
Okay. It's not at Appomattox Courthouse.
They did one on Wednesday, but you didn't miss much. It was 80% golf talk. Some deep voice, dude.
All right.
Leave us alone.
I'm not liking the energy.
Stop it.
Here in the design, air, heating, and cooling 10 o'clock hour.
It's time for the email.
Fresh month.
Yeah, fresh month. Congratulations to Chet's neighbor, who's going to take down the month of May. Yeah, big tank here. Unfortunately, I'm unable to ride in today. But if I were to ride in, I think the obvious direction would be the master class in cucking Iggy gave yesterday. Close your eyes and let me tell you a tale. A married woman reaches out to Iggy, yes, Iggy, for guidance on removing a fallen tree from her and her husband's home.
Who else would you call?
Not a contractor, not her husband, not her dad, brother, or neighbor, not even the internet. Iggy. The closet this guy's ever been, or the closest this guy's ever been to a tree was the 2 times he voluntarily got pissed on while hiding in the bushes after getting caught hooking up with a married listener's wife. And this gal was apparently like a ravaged raccoon feasting on leftover Fazoli's, texting him nonstop. Demanding Iggy, and only Iggy, is the right person to borrow a chainsaw from, which naturally evolved into Iggy crowdsourcing a free chainsaw from the listenership with delivery to his halfway house so he can then transport a rogue tool to a residence he's never been to for a husband he's never met. Clean chain of custody. OSHA would be proud. And I don't want to overanalyze it, but if your wife is subcontracting storm damage mitigation to Iggy, you might need to consider the notion that you're no longer your wife's primary vendor. You're not even the backup. You're the guy who dropped off the guy who eventually sits Indian style in the corner holding a half dozen glittery bowling balls while Iggy lays lifeless on your wife. For a few minutes of pleasure. And then we pivot to booking strategy. Text Katie Cook. Tweet a porn star nobody cares about. Ask Martin for favors he doesn't owe you through the text inbox. That's the playbook. Years of production distilled down to, have you tried the internet? Real nuts and bolts stuff. That's some big tank, but I didn't have time to write in today.
Jerry, Big Tank Del Vecchio.
So what happens when he does have time? Yeah, he's just trying to help Lenny out.
Guys, the youth baseball talk this morning got me thinking. I went to St. John the Baptist, and in my day, all we needed were a couple of Ford Escorts and a station wagon to get us to the games. Throw in a borrowed Easton and a hand-me-down glove, a little second-hand smoke in our jean shorts, and we were ready to take on the world. Sliding gloves? These kids are soft. Doug, that's from the unknown DJ sent from my predictably low-paying job.
Unknown DJ.
Good morning. I'm writing to your generous and loyal audience in the hopes of borrowing a chainsaw, as a tree has fallen on our St. Anne garage. Neither of my husband's two chainsaws are functional. I've chosen to let that sentence stand alone so you can fully absorb it. I instinctively reached out to a former radio producer, a man who has treated Section 8 housing as a lifestyle brand, and he ghosted me. He was at Kohl's buying turtlenecks. This is who I called. This is the network that I have built. I will provide a reservation at Wright's Tavern and an autographed copy of Chris Santilli's The Naked Truth About Hedonism as compensation. Gratefully, Mel, doing business as the TMA Troubadour.
TMA Troubadour.
We all do things to honor our parents. My dad is a widely respected dentist who achieved his dream until he couldn't throw out a blazing fast scrapper hustling down the line in fantasy baseball camp, and they lost the big one. He still's not recovered from that disappointment, which is how I found myself getting called up from co-ed to 100% male Forest Park softball. This tall drink of water stepped into the batter's box, removed his mouth guard, and said, I have to change text names tomorrow, and I'm going to take it out on you. This guy looked like he could really handle the heavy lumber. No other reason why he would be using a wooden bat. I moved the outfield back near the warning track, deep for the infield as well. It felt like my soul left my body when he Jake Taylored me and dropped the ball 3 inches in front of the plate. Caught completely off guard, my panic throw got away, and the pale guy drove in 2 runs, 1 run per inch, and a half of power if the math holds up. With tears in his eyes, my dad yelled to me that there would be no Ponderosa tonight. That's from Shooter McGavin, the vice president of the Working Man's Daiquiris.
Shooter McGavin.
And finally, ahoy. Good, great, good stuff yet again. This ma'am, I mean. Speaking of that, hey, Doug, let's role play. You be David Letterman, and I'll be Drew Barrymore. I'll hop up on the dais and flash my light B-cups whilst you look on in astonishment and admiration. How do you do? Big, eek, concerns, thoughts, no fooling. That's from Lefty Jacksmere. Okay. And that's what we have
Lefty
for the Design Air Heating and Cooling email today. We shall vote, and we shall announce the winner at 10:55. And then BK and Ferrari will take over at 11 o'clock. Martin Kilcoyne usually headed to onboarding at this time. I don't know what's going to happen coming up in this 10 o'clock hour.
I got a meeting. Got to run to a meeting here.
Okay.
So I don't know if our guy 37 is on the line or not. He's going to be mad, but I got to run out, but I will be tuned in.
All right, there it is. Into the 10 o'clock hour we go. It's TMA 101 ESPN from the Stiefel Studios.
This is Jackson with a Sports Center update brought to you by Universal Windows Direct. The University of Missouri announces a 3-year contract extension for athletic director Laird Veach. This is on the 2-year anniversary of his first day at Mizzou. That was another Sports Center update brought to you by Universal Windows Direct. You'll be saying, I love my windows.
It's TMA 101 ESPN. Tim McKernan, Doug Vaughn, Chairman Kurt sliding in to the dais here in our 10 o'clock hour, which is brought to you by Design Air Heating and Cooling email. The day winner coming up at 10:55. Jackson Burkett is on the ones and the twos. Appliance Discounters, sponsor of Doug's Suspension Logule. TMA listeners, Appliance Discounters has an exclusive deal just for you. Come in today and receive an instant 5% rebate off your next appliance purchase. That's right, 5% instant savings off their already low prices. In addition to the 5% instant rebate, you can receive other factory rebates, some up to $1,500 direct from the manufacturer. Now you know why they're called the Appliance Discounters. Huge savings, locally owned, next day delivery, 18 months interest-free financing, all from the #1 largest family-owned appliance retailer in St. Louis. Visit any of their 7 area locations in Afton, Baldwin, Concord Plaza, Earth City, Maplewood, or St. Charles, or shop online at theappliancediscounters.com. Tim McKernan, Doug Vaughn, Chairman Kurt, Jackson Burkett with you. We have fallen behind. I got to catch up. Otherwise, we're going to be going until 12 o'clock, Doug. We can't do it. We'll come back with more. And I think Jeff Suppan's on the line. It's TMA 101 ESPN. Well, FanDuel has a wonderful opportunity for you. They're serving up a happy hour every day during the playoffs. Talking special drops you won't want to miss, from profit boosts to bonus bets and more. And the best part, it's every single day. So whether you're betting the early game or gearing up for prime time, make sure you open the FanDuel app and see what's waiting for you today. Doug, you got a play.
Of course I have a play. It's this Dodger-Cardinal game tonight. Emmett Sheehan starting for the Dodgers, Matthew Liberatore for the Cardinals. Both pitchers with ERAs pretty close to 5. Liberatore, tough Dodger lineup to face. The over-under is only 8. I'd take the over on that. I think there'll be more than 8 runs scored.
Doug's going the over on the Cardinals and Dodgers tonight. Over 8. Head to FanDuel.com/local to get started. It's FanDuel, an official partner of the NBA. Must be 21 or older and present in Missouri. Opt-in required. Rewards are non-withdrawable. Restrictions apply, including bonus and token expiration, leg requirements, and max wager amount. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Welcome back. It is the Morning After 101 ESPN, live from the Stiefel Studios. Tim McKernan, Doug Vaughn. Chairman Kurt slides into the dais in the 10 o'clock hour. Jackson Burkett on the ones and twos. And Doug, it's now 13 straight shows that Jeff Suppan has called in to join us, and the Cardinals are on a heater over that time. Jeff Suppan with us live on the Callier and Thompson phone lines. Morning, Soup.
Top of the morning to you.
Top of the morning to you. Top of the morning to you.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh.
They beat Paul Skeens yesterday. I think they were listening to your advice. Doug, what was the advice? Choke and poke.
Right. Yeah.
And they led off the game with J.J. Weatherholt with a home run. Jordan Walker had a home run a few hitters later. And they beat Paul Skeens and the Pittsburgh Pirates for a 4-game sweep.
I mean, what a job, first off. I just, Siri it. Hey, give me the box score for the Cardinals and the Pirates game.
Cardinals has scored 4 runs in the first 3 innings, 3 of which came in the first inning.
And that's a good game. I mean, that's good. I mean, it just goes to show you. Doesn't matter who, anyone can beat anyone any day, and it doesn't matter who it is. I mean, so that's good. You guys I thought you guys doubted a little bit, but I know Shooter McGavin did not doubt.
No, he was all over it. Yeah, he's been fun. Is there a thing to momentum from game to game? Like, for example, 2004, now with the autopsy written, it's like, nobody was beating the Red Sox after they came back from 4 straight against the Yankees. But then realistically, I doubt when you're out there pitching, or when Morris or Woody Williams or Jason Marquis out there pitching, I doubt you're thinking about what happened the game before. So I'm curious on that momentum thing.
I've always been curious too. Like, I always hear people talk about it. Is there? Yes, but I don't really know. I don't know if that's the real thing, but I mean, obviously 04, I like that autopsy's out.
Yeah.
That's good. Did you think of that on your own?
It was on the fly, and I think that's why Doug says I'm the most talented person he's ever seen.
I've never said it. I've never once said that.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. But I mean, I could see you saying that, Doug.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I'm a meat and potatoes guy.
You should say it. You should pull me aside and say you're the most talented person I've ever seen.
I thought that was incredible. But, no, I mean, everybody knew, felt that everyone in baseball outside of the Cardinal Nation wanted the Red Sox to win, since they hadn't won in so long. Anyway, that was a good game, and they did it. So now they're getting ready for the Dodgers.
Yeah, here come the Dodgers.
Those Dodgers, man, and it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting because I don't know. I really like how I like Freddie Freeman. I really like him as a player, and I like how Mookie plays and Ohtani. I really like those guys, and but
they all make a ton of money. Do you have any thoughts on what might happen when the season's over? And a lot of the owners seem to want to implement a salary cap, and the players, of course, have dug the line in the sand where they're not going to go there. How do you think this might play out?
You're killing. I don't know. I mean, this is 2 days in a row with tough questions. Like, really,
Doug, you are putting this man to the test.
I mean, I don't know. I think it's going to be. I hope they figure it out. That's all I can say. I mean, the game is doing well, and but there is the other side of business, and the owners they're big business. I mean, they know what's up. So I mean, I don't know. It took baseball a long time after the last one. I came in '95, so I think that was the year after.
That's right.
Yeah. So I remember all the replacement players and all that stuff, and it took them a long time. I think that's when they basically said, when we came back, they're like, hey, give all the baseballs away. Before that, man, nobody gave baseballs away, and like if you were a rookie and you threw a ball into a stands, you were fined $20 $100, whatever it was.
Really?
Really? Is that right? Wow.
Oh, it was. Well, at least when I came up originally, and then, gosh, nowadays, man, rookies they take buckets out there and just throw it to. All, I'm like, what are you doing? Those are expensive.
Yeah, they keep a ball in play for if somebody grounds out to the shortstop, they throw the ball out of play at that point. The first baseman will.
The math is. Yeah, I don't know what the math is on the baseballs, but it's unbelievable, and that's actually why I used to like the National League because they let you play with the ball, right? So I mean, it's like in the American League, boom, it hits the ground, and that's out of there. National League, we'll let you throw at that a little bit. I never scuffed a ball, never put anything on the ball ever, but I knew how to throw a scuffed ball. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I know how to throw one, and it helps.
Yeah, they used to say the pitchers wanted the ball as scuffed up as possible, and now if they throw a pitch in the dirt, the catcher will throw it out of play.
Yeah, everyone throws it out of play, and it's funny because now pitchers a lot of times they don't even know how to throw with a scuffed ball because they're not allowed to. You know what I mean? But if you get one, you keep it. I mean, you don't throw it away.
Yeah, and nowadays they throw them in the stands. So, but at least 40 people are leaving the stadium with a souvenir baseball. I guess that's good.
Yeah, that's a positive. And then there's been a lot of coaches, first base and third base, that are blowing out their rotator cuff because they got to throw it over a 50-foot high net. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So it's like they got there's other ramifications. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, Soup, I'm curious. So you're big. Did your daughter have a game last night? Was that the deal?
She did,
How'd
man. It was a tough one, man.
Oh, no.
It's a tough morning. But, it's like Philly and I were talking last night. She's like, Dad, she goes, you never had a bad game. And I'm like, no, I didn't.
Nice. Good for you. That'll restore her faith.
I go, Philly, are you kidding me? I lost more games than I won. And she just, you care a lot, right? And it's tough. People don't really, realize, you analyze after the game, whatever, but it's like the next day you come to the ballpark, nobody cares. Only the pitcher who threw the day before cares. You know what I mean? Like, everyone else has moved on. And that's the thing, the pitchers, but there is nothing better than yesterday's winning pitcher when you come in. But they lost yesterday. It was a back and forth game. I mean, they had a chance, and it was a tough one though.
How soon can you move on from a really tough major league loss, a series loss, a World Series loss? That linger with you for a long time? Okay, so I learned yes, and what I found out. So I basically, this is, you're going to get some real nuts and bolts here, but I journaled from 2003 to 2012, every single start I had in the major league.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Yeah. So I journaled it and I went over it. And I never told anybody when I was playing, certainly not. But I mean, I hired, a sports psychologist from the guy who we had in Kansas City who I really liked, and he's now the Packers guy. And so, the beauty of it is it helps you understand how your mind thinks, right? Because everybody thinks differently. And I wasn't doing it because, I needed this or needed that. No, I needed to understand how my mind worked. And so one thing he told me was he basically said that if something happens in a game or whatever, and emotionally you're still attached to it, it'll be with you when you're sitting with your grandkids. Okay, so when you're 70 years old. Okay, it'll never. If you let it go, if you learn how to let those things go, it's just a stat. Because the stat will never change. It happened, but it's how emotionally you're attached to it. So some players are really good at letting it go. Some people are not very good at letting it go. Some people let it go, but it sneaks back in, and that's happened a few times. I'm sure. Certainly to me, but to others, you're on a stretch and you're you're waiting for the wheels to fall off, right? So you get that mentality, and everyone feels it, right? Here we go again, it's up. And, but the stronger, the more you play, the more you go through it, and the stronger you get mentally, you're able to push that to the side and really like almost let go. You let go of the result. So, I mean, Doug, to answer your question, like there's certain things that I have let go, but there's certain things that they come out in me. Little Randy comes out in me sometimes when people like try to, throw a little jab, and I'm like, wait, first off, and I defend it, okay, because I still haven't let it go. But other things, they throw a little jab. I'm like, yeah, whatever. I mean, I don't even care. You know what I mean? So, but the player, when you're the player, you got to have a short-term memory. It's like your buddy from that show, the soccer show.
Doug, the soccer show, Ted Lasso?
Oh, remember like a goldfish.
Yeah.
Goldfish.
I mean, that is very true. I mean, it sounds like hokey, but I mean, you got to really move on.
Well, you can imagine what somebody like Bill Buckner went through after that air, where there was a guy who had a terrific career, and all anybody ever knew him for was the air that caused the Red Sox that game, that World Series.
100%. He had a great career. He was a phenomenal player. I remember, and I don't know if this was a rumor, but I was in Pawtucket. So in Pawtucket, Rhode Island, McCoy Stadium, it was actually my favorite minor league ballpark that I ever played in. And the dugouts were even with the playing surface. The stadium was above. So what they used to do is drop balls in like strings. You know what I'm saying? Like they'd have a little bucket and they drop a ball down, you'd sign it. And so what I heard from the clubhouse guy on the other side is Bill Buckner was there, and one of the kids threw a ball to him. Hey, Mr. Buckner, can you sign my ball? He's like, yeah, sure, kid. And he threw a ball, and the kid said, don't drop it. Don't miss it, or something like that. And I'm like, dude. But I know when he was recognized by the Red Sox on the field and he got cheered, I mean, I know he was emotional. I mean, he was a great player, but, one play, as the player, people will let it define you, but it doesn't define you. I mean, it's one moment, and you're playing a game. I mean.
Yeah, but I think he had to move away to the middle of nowhere to get away from it all for a while. He was really bothered by it.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, we're all human beings. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Nobody's a machine. So, no, I could see it. But, and I'm sure he probably felt more, like for his teammates, he probably, like it was tough, like nobody wants to let your, a teammate down and things like that. And, but it does happen.
Jeff,
sorry.
Jeff Suppan, our guest, Doug, gets 13 straight shows.
Oh, really?
That he has called on, and the Cardinals have been on a heater. They've had a 5-game winning streak and a 4-game winning streak in the midst of the Suppan calls into the program. So I think
Not
at this
a
point
coincidence.
it's a direct correlation. If they rattle off 3 straight against the Dodgers this weekend to move it to 7 in a row and possibly the second best record in the National League behind only the Braves. At this point, Soup, I think you're going to be full-time, and you can do 4 hours with us every day starting at 5 a.m. Pacific until 9 a.m. Pacific. Wouldn't that be a nice way to spend your retirement?
Oh my gosh! If I had sound effects, you would hear the buzzer, like the phone hung up.
Oh, Doug! It sounds like we might have to negotiate. Jeff Suppan.
At some point, I don't know. I listened to some of those emails. You got to read all that. You guys are good readers.
Thank you so much, Doug. How about that?
Jackson was on point, and reading like that, and you read fast, Tim. You're pretty impressive. I can't.
Good for you. Good for you. Thank you, Chairman Kurt. Thank you, Doug. Thank you, Soup. Thank you, Jackson.
I was trying to do the math on what my record is since I've called in, and I couldn't even do that. So I was like, 9. What's 9? There's 9 and 13, so I'm 9 and
4.
4. I was like, I couldn't even do the math on that.
That's a heater. For a team that was expected to finish in last place or second to last place, 5 games over 500 through the month of April, and now beautiful weather here in St. Louis, and I would imagine you're going to have a nice crowd at Busch Stadium for this weekend series against the Dodgers. Stacked lineup. Boys dodge Ohtani and Yamamoto and Glasnow, though, somehow. So maybe they can take advantage of it. We'll see, Doug.
Yeah, I mean, and you know what? Just remember, all right, all of you, with expectations come limitations, all right?
Think about that, Doug. Think about it.
With expectations come limitations.
That's right.
With expectations, yeah, dude, you just do your best, and you never know how far you can go. But if you put limits on it, speaking of limits, Tim, did you?
No, I know. I have a list of things to do in my notes app, and Without Limits is on my notes app. That is. I gotta watch it
with little kids. I mean, it's hard. It's hard to get the time.
Yeah, but once we put our kids to bed, my wife and I have time. We're in the middle. We just got done with The Pit. I don't know if anybody watched The Pit. And we're going to move on to Your Friends and Neighbors with the great John Hamm. But we need to watch Without Limits. That's on my itinerary.
Okay, and then did anyone watch The Curse of Oak Island? I mean, like.
Nothing doing
yet. No, I haven't. I've been so
Doug
pressed
and I
for
were just
time.
going to do our own treasure hunt. Just the two of us.
I mean, does anybody, any of your listeners, I love this show.
A lot of people, when you were talking about it, talked how much they love that show, for real.
Okay, good. I mean, there's some others out there. I mean, they call us acorns. I always try to get the other show, but I don't watch it. And then it was so funny when I got onto Twitter, or X, and Rick Lagina, who's one of the brothers, he followed me. And, dude, I was like, yes! I was so excited. And then I realized, because I'm not a veteran on this social media stuff, I realized that it was a fan page of Rick Lagina.
It wasn't Rick himself.
Yeah, dude, I was pumped up. I think they're Chicago guys. And, but I'm telling you, dude, if I ever got a chance to go, we went to Toronto, for some reason, I had a trip, I'm going to Nova Scotia.
We're going to go and treasure hunt with Soup.
Just to find some
treasure. Reality program waiting to happen. Soup, we always appreciate it. And Cardinal fans appreciate it now because 9-4 since the call started. What a heater. Have a wonderful weekend. And we'll look forward to talking again next week. Ladies and gentlemen, the great Jeff Suppan here on TMA 101 ESPN. Thank you, Soup.
You're welcome. Be well.
Take it easy, man. Have a good weekend. That's Jeff Suppan with us here on TMA 101 ESPN. And Doug, a lot of changes to Sunday Night Football on NBC. The problem is Mad Dog is not happy about it. Why don't you take a listen here?
Okay. Hit the lever, pal. Hit the lever. Hit the lever, pal. Hit the lever, pal.
It's the same theme with that stupid song they give you with Claire, whatever her name is, Underwood, saying, you've waited all day for Sunday night. No, I haven't waited all day for Sunday night. I'm sorry. I've had a 1 o'clock game. I've had a 4 o'clock game. I've lost my shirt, and I've had maybe a 9:30 game. I haven't sat around the house all day raking leaves so I can save the Sunday night game. I mean, that's so stupid. I mean, at least acknowledge the fact that the football day doesn't begin at 8:30. I mean, it begins at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, for crying out loud. And then to go spend $1 billion. Now, they can spend any money they want. It's their money. But to spend $1 billion to go do the pregame from stadiums in the middle of December when there's icicles coming out of their nostrils is the dumbest thing in the world. I don't understand it. I wouldn't want that job if they I don't care how much they pay me. I'm going to be sitting in a stadium for 3 hours at 4 o'clock doing rehearsals for the Sunday night pregame when I got the 4 o'clock games going on. Who in the world would do that? Hey, Mike, you got to get down to the set. I know it's 21 degrees, and I know Buffalo, Kansas City are in the fourth quarter, 38-38. Rodgers and Mahomes, but we have to do the rehearsal for the halftime of tonight. What we're going to do, or we got to show you highlights of Bengals Browns from 1 o'clock to. I mean, really. And I can't believe that they're that dumb that they're going to do that. Even ESPN, and I checked, even they don't send those guys out in a row with a lousy game. You know, I know NBC thinks they're not going to get a lousy game. Well, if they get Carolina and the Saints on an October day at 7:30 in Carolina, let me see how they get all revved up to promote that baby when there's 5 games on it and Niners-Rams at 4:20. Let me see it. Or Seahawks-LA. Let me see it. Am I right or wrong, Ed?
You didn't have to bring Carrie Underwood into it. She did nothing wrong. That's from Lil Beer Cat's Cuckstool.
Can he possibly keep that up for 3 or 4 hours?
That seemed very genuine, actually. The way he was riffing there was really, really funny.
I feel like Mad Dog shakes his fist at the wind a lot. That's from the unknown DJ.
Like I say, it's already 8 o'clock. I've lost my shirt.
I didn't
gambling all day.
I didn't used to like him. I thought he was way too much and obnoxious. The more I hear him, the more I really do like him a lot.
Oh, he's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think I could be wrong on this because I was not a Mike and the Mad Dog listener. I'm a Bet Rivers podcast listener, though. I think that Mad Dog now kind of recognizes, I don't know how old he is.
Probably in his late 60s.
That'd be my guess.
Yeah.
Sitting on God only knows how much money.
Yeah.
That it's kind of a parody of the whole thing.
He seems a lot more self-aware than Francesa.
Yes. That's a nice take.
Yeah.
It's a nice take.
I think he's a lot more self-aware.
Right.
He's 66.
66 bills.
Yeah. He's got plenty of energy.
Oh,
he does.
gosh, boy.
He's got the East Coast thing where they just totally mispronounce people's names and will not apologize for it.
Oh, I do that. I'm not from the East Coast.
But you misremember names. You don't mispronounce names.
Okay.
Jay Cora, wherever you said the other day.
Joey Cora. Instead of Alex Cora.
Right. That's just getting the name wrong.
Okay.
Claire Underwood.
Claire Underwood, for example.
Yeah, that is true.
The program is called The Morning After. It's presented to you by Brown and Crouppen here on 101 ESPN. Miss anything? Go back and podcasts like the Dickens via the Schaefer Door Company podcast. That's on the 101 ESPN app. You can download the TMA STL app as well. It is Schaefer Door Company. Schaefer Door. .com, SCHAEFER door.com. Call or text 636-782-3608. That's going to get you the quickest response time. They service all kinds of garage doors for service and new installations with LiftMaster. LiftMaster garage door opener, strong, quiet, and versatile. They have Monday morning standby service to the doors that break over the weekend. So if your garage door breaks over the weekend, just reach out to Schaefer Door and they will be out there on Monday morning. It's Schaefer Door Company. Go to SchaeferDoor.com, SCHAEFER door.com, or call or text 636-782-3608. Schaefer Door, a LiftMaster partner. The program's called TMA, presented by Brown and Crouppen on 101 ESPN from the Stiefel Studios.
This is Jackson with the Sports Center update brought to you by Universal Windows Direct. Cardinals, Dodgers tonight, 7:15 first pitch. Matthew Liberatore on the mound against the Dodgers. That was another Sports Center update brought to you by Universal Windows Direct. You'll be saying, I love my windows.
Welcome back. It is the morning after 101 ESPN. Cardinals will try to make it 5 in a row. Tonight, Dodgers in town. Doug, you're going.
I am going to go. Yep. Bleacher seats, so
Nice.
maybe I'll catch a Jordan Walker home run.
Well, how do you do? Jackson, I mean, you gave us J.J. Weatherholt yesterday. I was apparently 18 inches away from a $5 bet turning into $590 going to Sizzler. Because I was on the Cardinals and Pirates over, a J.J. Weatherholt home run and a Brian Reynolds home run, and he was 18 inches away. If I would have been watching that live, I think I would have been on full tilt.
Yeah, that would be.
But then at the same time, I didn't even think anything of it because I didn't figure it was going to happen. And so many people were texting me when Weatherholt hit the home run, and we were doing after the morning after, that I'm like, I was in this lunch with the boys from Stratum, Doug. That's Matt Ford. That's Brett Groman there at Stratum. That I'm like, okay, if I feel my phone buzzing, I know that Reynolds hit the home run. So by the time I'm done with the lunch, game's over. I'm like, okay, I didn't win. I lost $5, cash call. It'll be fine. And then I rewatch the highlights, and I see that Reynolds' ball was, I don't even know how it didn't go out. The hell they got going on? It's like Nathan Church's ball. There's some like little elevated shoot in the wall in right center, because that's the only way his ball doesn't go out for a
Speaking
home
of the devil.
Speaking of who?
Speaking of the devil, the last time Nathan Church was in St. Louis was against the Mariners.
Aye.
And he had 3 home runs in 2 days.
I'm sensing a play. I'm going to allocate funds right now.
Timu Edmonds.
His plus 920 to hit a home run value.
Is Emmett Sheehan a lefty or righty?
He's a righty. And the place we use has a 50% profit boost on it. Ooh. I'm doing it.
How about that?
I'm doing it.
A little song.
It's been placed. Listen, I'm riding high off the Weatherholt thing. I'm flush. Let's parlay.
Man, there are a lot of people out there who aren't flush, and I bet that doesn't resonate.
If they would have taken J.J. Weatherholt, I probably could have gotten crazy numbers if I would have been able to get like first AB home run. That would have been probably nuts.
If you follow trends, stay away from Herrera tonight.
I was thinking Herrera.
0 for 3 with 3 Ks against Sheehan.
All right. 3 Ks?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that.
All right, Doug. Nathan Church going yard.
Gorman's the only one that's gotten him.
All right, well, Church is the new Gorman.
I think he's better than Gorman.
Wow.
Oh, man.
You are a prisoner of the moment.
I think he's got more. I think he's got more tools than Gorman.
Sure.
He's certainly a better defender.
He's got more tools. He's faster.
I'll tell you, remember when a friend of the program, McGreevy, called in and told the story of his home run in Washington?
About how
he said he was working in the cage, and he came out, he goes, I figured it out. If you go back to his stats since that national series, he has been raking.
Yeah.
He wasn't doing much raking at all before that series, and since that home run, he's been raking. I don't know.
After one of those big nights, I went to fantasy baseball to try to pick him up, and why? You had already taken him.
Southside Seaman.
Yep.
I was hoping for more of a princess wave from you.
Waving to the fans. You won't see me again until Monday, but, you know, thank you for your support. I see the Plowhawk just put Rafael Devers on waivers.
Oh, he did. Gosh. I better head over there.
I love the Plowhawk so much.
Wasn't one of the Plow characters named Devers?
I think it was, now that you bring that up.
There's a brothers.
He put Framber Valdez on waivers a couple weeks ago. Yeah. Southside Seaman was like, I'm Mr. Steal Your Girl. I'm just waiting for the Plowhawk. Drop him off. I pick him up.
He's one of my favorite human beings to ever live.
He has the emotional overreaction to a slump. Southside Seaman is standing there waiting.
Yeah, he hadn't hit a lick this year.
Sounds like the Prime Ministers aren't going to pick him up.
Well, I'll put in a bid.
All right.
And my team is so bad. Maybe I got a tight draft.
You got you're better in the waiver order than I am, so you're going to get him.
First base, he's a first sacker. I don't really need one of those, but I'd still rather have him. Oh, well.
You're going to pick him up.
I'll put in a claim. I doubt I'll get him.
Yeah. Now he's on waivers for the Jake Irvin of the Nationals pickup.
You
picked up Jake. He dropped Rafael Devers for Jake Irvin. He's
just a little impatient.
No, he's one of a kind.
Impatient.
That's my goat.
Based on that, Herrera is due, Jackson. That's from the Lindenwood Park Lunatic.
Chairman said it. I'm on church. Take me to church.
I threw a little taste on it for you.
Yeah, same.
I'm in.
We're in.
I'm rolling with you. You got Weatherholt. You got a bunch of people paid yesterday.
That was crazy. The fact that it was the first AB
against
of the game, first time ever facing Skeens in his hometown. I just felt like something about that was magic, but he did it on the first AB. That's crazy.
If Jackie gambling's like Brendan Sorsby, fire him now! From Starfish Street.
Different in so many ways.
If you think Weatherholt's going to keep this up, he's at about plus 750 for NL Rookie of the Year.
I do like that. That is interesting.
What's the number on that?
Plus 750.
Plus 750.
That's good value, I think.
Who else? Who's killing
Connor Griffin probably would be in the.
He hadn't done much yet.
Yeah, but he would be someone who you'd
only got 2 home runs.
I think he'd be the leader in the clubhouse.
Right now, Weatherholt would be the leader?
NL Rookie of the Year odds, Tim 2026. Sal Stewart, third baseman for the Reds.
Yeah.
And then Nolan McLean for the pitcher for the Mets.
Sal Stewart is tearing it up.
Yeah.
Is he part of the Prime Ministers?
No, I wish he was.
Maybe he's a part of the Plowhawks team, and I'll get him on waivers on Sunday.
He'll drop him for Hunter Dobbins.
BK and Ferrario are coming up next. Before we go to them, though, Jackson Burkett has the winner of the Design Air Heating and Cooling email today.
Big Tank Del Vecchio starts the month off right with a win.
Let me tell you something. Okay. If Big Tank Del Vecchio does what Scotty Scheffler is doing in the month of May, and that is playing every week, I don't know who can get him. He's that good. He's that dangerous. Week in, week out, Big Tank Del Vecchio can do it. He's got that kind of game. Big Tank starts off the month of May with a win. James Carlton can start off your day with a win by giving him a call and saving money on your automotive insurance rates. 314-961-4800. Go online at carltoninsurance.net. That's James Carlton. He's been my insurance agent now for 7 years and a long-time TMA and Tim McKernan Show podcast sponsor. Now he's on board with After the Morning After. We're grateful for his support, but I am a very happy client, as is Jamie Rivers, as are the guys from BK and Ferrario. They made the switch as well, and now Jackson Burkett. You can make the switch by going to carltoninsurance.net or by calling 314-961-4800. That's James Carlton of the Carlton State Farm Insurance Agency. If your insurance costs a leg and an arm, call James Carlton State Farm. BK and Ferrario coming up next for Jackson Burkett, for Chairman Kurt, for Martin Kilcoyne, for Jeff Suppan, for my brother Kevin, for Douglas Elvin Vaughn. I'm Tim McKernan. This has been Morning After, presented to you by Brown and Crouppen from the Stiefel Studios on 101 ESPN and the TMA STL YouTube channel.